We'll do it live. Truck it. I need to get better at not saying that right when we start, because as I always say, you get demonetized if you swear to YouTube, and that's how I want to start all our streams. It's just screaming the F word. Oh, still not working. We live. The We Live crew.
Let's see.
And I think Matt was actually the one. Matt, if you're watching right now, your question last week is the focus of this week, so this is actually perfect.
Yeah, baby.
Matt was the one last week that was asking. I was like, hit Max up in Discord, but I don't know if he did, but we are covering what he asked last week, so, you know, it's working out.
Yeah, what is up? Let's get into some fucking perpetual marketplaces and how to leverage trade without a broker. That's kind of like what crypto is all about. You can do everything that your broker is offering you, but without the broker, and cut the middleman out.
That's what it's all about.
That's the deal. I got a
You put your crypto in, you take your crypto out.
Nice.
That's what it's all about. DeFi. I'm gonna make that a hit.
Perpetual markets, along with a few not perpetual ones, like a few just straight up money market protocols to show how that works as well. Let's see.
What's going on, Baggy? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome to last.
I wonder if I have any cheers in this new program. So I have clapping, but let's see if I can find a cheer. I got a new soundboard that I'm pretty excited about. Cheer. Let's see. Cheer outdoor. Oh, it's because I don't have the cloud in there. Yay and whistling. Here we go. Let's try this. This music is way too loud compared to this. Doing a little mixing. Screaming children. Let's listen to that.
I don't know, not really screaming so much.
It sounded like someone said you suck there. Hello, Wapaka.
Let's see.
Oh, we got Jeff. Let's go. You know what? I didn't clip sup, but
Oh, that's a good one.
let's listen to a marching band passing by and people cheering and construction, Norwegian construction.
Oh.
They got some fucking wild sounds in this thing. Voices, male cheer, woohoo. That's a pretty good one. Oh, woohoo! It's almost Mario, yeah. Food, drink, and glassware. Clink glasses together. We can do a cheers. Man, there's so many good ones in here. Cheers, everybody. I'm gonna have too much fun with the soundboard. I'm gonna be not paying attention to anything Max is saying and just Googling all the different sounds in this thing.
Oh man, this fucking thing.
Hello, 6-Bit Glitch and Winnie Frederick. Hello.
It's really.
I'll do a giveaway here in a second. I'm just warming up. Let's see. Let's try my other soundboard. Tell me if it's too loud. How loud is that?
That's not so loud. Can't get a finish.
I can do that now, everybody. I got a new soundboard and it's off the rails. And you can play multiple at the same time, so I can do weird things like, check this out. This is going to be fucking chaos. So, what's up?
It's just what you need.
It's exactly what I was missing from my soundboard, is the ability to play all of them at once.
Let's see. Trading, bridges.
But I also think I fixed some because this one lets me. God, this thing's so much better than the other soundboard I was using. I can re-sound. Everything's at 20%, but there's some that you could never hear. Like I'll never financially recover from this. Every time I played it, you guys just talked through it, and nobody ever laughed. Which if you heard it, you would have laughed. It's funny, so I assume that's the reason why nobody laughed. But check it out. You should be able to hear it now. I just fucked something up.
It's still pretty quiet.
I didn't play it. Okay, tell me if you can hear this.
I'm never gonna financially recover from this.
Oh, yeah.
Because he says it like so like whispery. I had the super boost. Same with this one I was on to play, but it didn't work because it's too quiet. I made it louder.
It's science.
But It's Science is a good one. So we're in the game. We're in the soundboard game now.
Killing the game, baby.
I've got not one but two soundboards, specific applications. All right, I'm gonna do a marble here. I'm gonna grab a water though.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
See, I'm still looking for like the like an
See if I
app
can do it.
export.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it.
Thank you for the follow, Chief Web Officer. Sorry if this is your first time watching us. I promise it's not normally just me spamming a new soundboard, but it's the first day we've ever had a new soundboard, and I'm enjoying it. But we are going to go over some more serious crypto stuff, and it's not going to just be me spamming Bill O'Reilly. It might be, tune in to find out. That's the...
We don't know if it'll be not that, but...
I'm not making any promises. All right, I'm going to launch marbles. Let's do some marbles, then we'll get into crypto analysis.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out some. Let's see. Perpetual markets are awesome, but Ethereum is expensive, so I'm trying to find like a good layer 2 solution for one. I think GMX is the one to go with. That's definitely like the cornerstone of perpetual markets on DeFi.
All right.
But there's many.
Oh, somebody gave us some new NFTs today too. And we can't show what they look like because they're not safe for work. But we'll give one of these away. This is from here. Let me pull up the text this is from BDAO and the White Dragon community. They have a drop coming up, so I want to make sure I don't flub the dates. All right. Says we finalized most things for the season 1 figurines of the Not Safe for Work collection. Around Wednesday, you should receive the promo packs. It's Tuesday, but we have them now. 3 of them you can keep for yourself or donate directly to whoever you wish. Probably didn't need to read that part out loud, but the schedule is the 28th is a free promo drop number 1. The 29th is free promo drop number 2. So there should be another free promo drop today. On the 30th, there's free promo drop number 3. And then on December 1st, there's a promo chest drop and blend. And then December 2nd is the sale. So there's Not Safe for Work figure sales. And I believe these might work towards the blend.
Okay, nice.
Actually, these are just chests, so these should just open for something. I don't know what's in them, though, to be totally honest. It might open for something in the blend. But he asked us to get these out by Thursday, so I'm going to try to give a couple out today.
Nice.
Okay, here, it says right here. The promo chest contains 3 raw materials to blend for a figurine. So this gives you materials that you use to do the blend. So the blend's in a couple days, so it hasn't happened yet. So everybody should still have a shot if you open this.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to do the marble intro. It gets loud, so consider turning down your volume if that is an issue for you. If it's not, then just proceed as normal. Here, we go.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Just doing some morning stretches over here.
Nice. Let's see. I'm just checking on all these. Here's the
Exclamation
pool.
point play if you'd like to join the giveaway.
Let's see. Earn.
Also, Blue Dragon or BDA. I was in a like the creator poll in Atomic Hub. If you're a creator, you can vote for him for the promo for like the same thing we won last month.
Oh, let's
Would you
go.
get like free promo and a free advertisement? But I voted for BD. Shout out to his family. You know what? I actually have that soundbite on my soundboard now. I haven't until now because it wouldn't let me fucking add it to me. So. I need to get better at like quick searching though. Shout out. What? I didn't upload. Oh no, I don't have it yet. Fail. I sent it to myself in Discord because it was on my other computer. But I do have it here.
Shout out to his family.
That's not on the soundboard. That's just in Discord. Y'all got any crypto on the cup? The World Cup, I'm just been betting through a Cosmos 11, which is not actually betting. It's just predicting. There's nothing on the line. I don't lose anything for mispredicting. Do you, Matt? Are you betting crypto on the cup? I don't even know where you can bet crypto on sports, to be honest.
There's a prediction market on Harmony. I still make like passive money on Harmony, so I've been using that to participate in the sports betting on Fuzz Finance. It's FuzzBet.
Does Mark know about that? I feel like that'd be up Mark's alley.
I'm not sure. Maybe I should. I mentioned it to him a while ago, but I don't think it wasn't really.
We are also pretty soured from Harmony. Harmony. Like I don't really have anything left on Harmony. So I don't even really have anything. I only have Tranquil, so I guess I have whatever Tranquil has earned me in the last since I last claimed, and I have Viper. So
yeah, Viper I think is just gone.
I know, but I still have it.
Yeah, I mean the website front ends are all like you can't even visit the site anymore. It's like been finished.
I didn't even withdraw mine from the smart contract, so I'm sure my shit's just chilling in a smart contract somewhere.
Yeah, my shit's still like I have a few things in that contract. I'll have to go through to manually remove it using like.
Why though? It's not worth anything.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do it. If it becomes worth something, maybe I will manually remove it.
It's kind of sad because I mean, ViperSwap was well built, had a solid dev. It's just
solid dev, solid fucking product, a legitimate improvement on the thing they forked, not just a copy paste deployment of some contract. I'd be interested to see what that guy launches next. And I do kind of agree with his take on the concept of like that model of like returning rewards in a locked way and then unlocking those rewards in the future is flawed. Like that model has basically proven itself to not work across many blockchains and many different projects that tried it. Like, I mean,
I don't think anybody's even solved the problem of like, how do you reward liquidity indefinitely? Because it's like you either devalue the rewards by doing it forever, or you just like cut it off and then everybody moves their liquidity because there's no rewards. So like, that's something I don't think has really been figured out. Like how to incentivize liquidity, but not have it collapse whatever you're incentivizing. Jew leader just juked out 6-bit glitch.
Yeah, I'll show you some cool incentives for liquidity positions in these perpetual markets because those marketplaces are insanely capital efficient. Like, insanely capital efficient. Like,
insane to the membrane.
It's fucking nuts. Like, here, let me just give you a quick number rundown of what it sounds like right now. If you have this liquidity pool has $362 million in it, and in the last 24 hours, $404,971,000 was traded against it. So more than 100% of that pool is in use in the last 24 hours. Like that's crazy capital efficiency. And as a liquidity provider, that's what you want. Because like when you provide liquidity to, let's say like Taco Swap or Alcor or something, that pool might have like $10,000 in it, but there's like $100 worth of volume against it every day. So it's like the capital efficiency of a standard V2 pool is abysmal compared to the capital efficiency of these derivative markets. But yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. Marcy, we'll talk about it in a second because it is fascinating.
All right, let's see. We have to give these away by Thursday, and we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have to give these away by Thursday, so I guess that means we're giving away 3 today.
Nice.
So we'll give away another one of these enchanted promo chests. The sale is on the 2nd. So
You can
Friday
almost
the
tell what it
2nd,
looks like.
December 2nd. This also isn't the not safe for work part, just because the entire collection is. This chest doesn't look that weird.
Oh yeah,
It's what
be
comes
aware
in the
of this
chest.
too, by the way. Baggy's right. This was announced. XRP or Ripple tokens are being delisted from Coinbase. Heads up, if you hold XRP and Coinbase as your main off ramp into fiat, be aware that off ramp is going away.
I've never liked XRP.
No, me neither. I like
Yeah,
the
it's
concept of it, but like
Time.
the whole like after reading their white paper and the whole part about like the XRP token actually not being valuable within their system is just like, okay, then why is anyone buying it? Like there's
Alright,
like
we
there's
got
no it has no representation of any value. It's like sure it's the base pair for liquidity, but that could literally just change any second.
I say that you're quiet compared to me in the soundboard, Max, but I don't know if that means you're
Oh.
quiet or I'm too
Oh.
loud. I
You
could be
sound
too
good
loud.
on my end.
Let me see. Voice meter check. I'm in the red though. I think I might be too loud.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine is.
Check.
Let's see. I get up to the yellow when I'm talking close to the mic.
I'm like in the red. Let me turn myself down. Check, check, check. Okay, now I'm in the closer to.
It still sounds. Yeah, it still sounds good to me. Thanks for pointing that out, List Comic.
But now I'm wondering if is it this soundboard or the one that the audience, because the audience playing soundboard was really fucking loud, which I don't know why that's happening. I didn't change anything. But compared to this,
I have overinvested by a lot.
is that too loud? 'Cause I
Crazy.
can,
That doesn't sound loud on my end, but maybe I'm not hearing it the way that-
compared to my voice is what. Oh, well, except we're trying to compare it to your voice, so you wouldn't be able to hear it.
Yeah. So
I don't
here's
know.
my voice. I have overinvested by a lot.
All right, now let's do a.
You get
I have
nothing.
overinvested
You
by a
lose.
lot.
Good
See, the you
day, sir.
lose. That's very loud to me.
That's
Like
pretty
that's
loud to
louder
me,
than
too.
everything.
You
But I also
lose.
didn't change
We'll
the
do it
volume of
live.
that, so
Fuck
that's weird
it.
to me.
Nice. It's funny that the "we'll do it live" fuck it is one that the audience can control. So like if you wanted to troll us, you could demonetize all of our streams by coming in right when we go live and doing that.
You shouldn't give people that idea,
Can
man.
devs do something?
Don't do that, but you can.
Keep that in your head. You don't need to share how to demonetize your channel publicly with people, especially because this video is being re-uploaded to YouTube, so it'll forever be up for people to have bad
Yeah,
ideas
you-
and sabotage it.
Yeah, let's roll that one back. Never mind. Don't do that. Or we'll
If that
have to
becomes an
turn
issue, I'll
off
also just disable the soundboard for the first 5
the- Yeah,
minutes.
we'll
you know?
just turn off the soundboard.
If you don't want to be
30
dicks
seconds
about
or
it,
whatever.
we can defend against it. You know how many great wasa wasas we're gonna miss if people do that?
Right.
We're also not monetized on YouTube, so that's not even an issue. Like, in order to get demonetized on YouTube, you have to make money first, and we don't make any money on YouTube, so they
Yeah,
can't
that's
demonetize
true.
us. You can't take away money when we don't have any.
We'll give you half of nothing.
Police Comic says, Stanley says they sound about even. To me.
Even now. Yeah, good,
I
good,
don't know.
good.
I'm just gonna say it's good for now.
On par with Lewis's voice.
You know what? I have a clap for this. We have a. Let's celebrate
yeah.
getting the sound right.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
good to get an applause. Applause break.
Isn't the Theta the one that has a bunch of Nazis on it? Like, I don't think I'm gonna stream on Theta.
Yeah, Theta's the one where it's like you can come and say anything you want. And that's
Yeah, Theta, you're allowed to say anything you want, but then it just like makes it so a lot of fucking people who like saying racial slurs end up there, and that's like not really where I'm trying to be. It's not really where I'm trying to bring my audience and raid into people.
Yeah, it's a family-friendly kind of environment here.
No, we're
of.
not.
I
We're an
mean,
18 plus
We do
stream.
swear a
You
lot.
literally cannot watch us unless you're 18.
We do swear a
According to
lot
Twitch.
and kind of smoke often, but other than that, Marcy, hello. There's dogs. See, look, there's a little dog for the kids.
I don't know. That's just like going on Truth Social. Like I don't need to be on Truth. I don't have crazy opinions that they kick me off of Twitch for having, so I'm good.
Real life shit. I haven't been on there at all, but I hear that it's not like the place to go for respectable discourse, I'll say.
I mean, you can stream whatever you want there. I'm sure there's
yeah.
people that aren't streaming a bunch of crazy racist stuff too, but
I mean, we could go there and then we could all take our shirts off. I don't think we're allowed to do that on Twitch.
I'm sold. I was not going to do it because of the Nazi stuff, but now that I can take my shirt off, I'm into it.
Yeah, I'm back in, baby.
All right, we got one more giveaway for another promo chest for season 1. This is advertising the White Dragon collection. They have some not safe for work 3D models, which we cannot show. But you can use these to blend into statues, or you can buy some yourself on December 2nd. They have a sale. And last sale sold out pretty quick. Like,
yeah.
I was worried we didn't give all of our promos away before their last sale. I was like, fuck, if it doesn't sell out, I'm going to feel bad we didn't promote it. That shit sold out like real fast. So the last one got pretty sweaty. I don't know if this one will too, but the White Dragon community is pretty active.
Yeah. We do have some crazy opinions. You know, I actually realized that I might have some pretty extreme, like, left-leaning opinions. Like, what I thought was, like, standard left stuff might actually be way more extreme than I initially thought it was. Like, yeah, like, people aren't, like thinking that, you know, being for universal healthcare is, like, an extreme opinion.
It's crazy that people should have healthcare.
Yeah, I mean, there's those kinds of things. So the more I've gotten into like talking about politics and stuff with people, the more I realize that I might be one of those like insane liberals with like absurdly left-leaning positions.
I mean, it gets even crazier when you talk to people from other countries. 'Cause there's people in other countries
yeah.
where, like, you know, conservatism in America doesn't fucking tip its hat to places where women have to cover their bodies and like can't speak in public and shit. Like, some of those people exist in the crypto space, and then when they like hear your pitch, they're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like, there's definitely like a very wide variety of people in this space, and you know, there's different cultures and different stuff. So definitely can have very radically different politics.
I didn't realize it was a blockchain-based streaming thing. It's like stream and earn, or earn to stream.
We do that on Twitch.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I'm happy. Yeah, we make pretty decent, like enough to pay for the internet bill, being decent. So that's nice.
I don't know. Maybe if Theta takes off more, but like the whole thing with Wax is we all raid into each other. Like Burst of Energy isn't on Theta. Like all the people, Left House Action News, BDAO, like the Wax community exists on Twitch. So you're about to lose like most of your audience if you're going on a platform they're all not on. So to me, it does not make sense. If the rest of the Wax community was on Theta, then that would make sense. But it's like trying to stream on YouTube right now. If you're streaming on YouTube and you're a Wax content creator, like you're missing the whole fucking community. We're all on Twitch.
Oh man, I fucking 6-bit glitch. I love. That's another extreme position I hold. I am all for universal base income. I think that's fucking brilliant.
I liked Yang. Yang was going for UBI, and I thought, I don't know, I thought Andrew Yang was like more progressive and better than Bernie Sanders in some like Bernie Sanders was trying to do shit where it's like, let's fix problems that have been around for 10 years, 20 years, and then Andrew Yang's like, I see problems that are going to rise in the next 5 years that are going to be fucking horrible for our economy, and like, let's get ahead of these problems. And I feel like I never saw people that are like, let's think ahead and not like reactive, because everything's always reactive. It's like, oh, the environment's fucking on fire and global warming's killing us. Let's do something about that now. Like, no one's ever like, hey, there's gonna be a huge problem in 2 years. Maybe we should start working on it now. Like, it's always, I don't know. And Andrew Yang was one of the few people who's like, he's like, automation is gonna take jobs. He's like, it's truck drivers are not going to be able to be truck drivers. So we're going to have self-driving trucks, like people working in fast food restaurants. We're going to have robots making burgers, like self-checkout. He's like, all this shit. Automation is taking jobs.
If you don't think if you think AI is going to limit itself to like replacing artists, you're fucking nuts. Like if you make a living like writing programming code, you're fucked. You don't think an AI is going to make that code in like 10 years from now? I'm not going to be able to tell an AI like, hey, I want a software that does this, and the AI will write it for me. Like,
Andrew Yang's whole argument too is not that universal base income is the permanent solution. He's like, universal base income is not a permanent solution. It's what's going to stop extreme poverty and like crime and violent crime while we figure out how to transition from a society that was not automated to one that is. He's like, it's happening either way, and people are going to lose jobs. So you can either make a safety net for those people, or you can just fucking let whatever happens, which is, when people like face extreme poverty, that's when crime goes up, and then it's like your whole fucking country is going to turn to shit because nobody has any money or jobs and everybody's fucking angry. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We got very political for the podcast that doesn't normally get political.
Yeah, I kind of agree with what Six Pix Glitch is saying. Like, universal base income is going to be the only way people can pay for shit anymore. And part of that has to do with the fact that the fiat money system has no bottom. It's going to keep inflating forever. And that value of those dollars is going to... That's also why I would say the crypto and Bitcoin markets have no top. It's like the top of the crypto market is the bottom of the fiat market. And the fiat market has no fucking bottom. It's an inflationary currency. It's going to keep inflating. Like, it has lost like 99.7% of all of its value since it launched. Why would that stop?
People got hot takes. Wapaka says AI is not going to replace devs. The AI won't be able to understand what the customer wants.
No, but it'll replace the team that the dev relies on.
Yeah,
You'll
the whole
have
thing
one
is
dev
you
doing
still
a
need
job of,
humans
like,
to like
10
set up the AI, but like
Yeah,
you can have one
exactly.
person doing the job of 20 people is basically
Yeah,
what AI is
that's
going to do.
what
You
it
still
will
need
happen, no
you need someone
question.
that can control the AI, but then once they do that, then it's going to like you set the AI in the right direction, and then you, when the AI does something wrong, can redirect it and whatnot. But
Yeah. The other side of the AI thing is like, they do, like, you hear a lot about like AIs and automation replacing like, factory workers and truck drivers, and they're like, these kind of like jobs that are like the bottom of the company. But like, you never fucking hear about absolutely as a thing. AI is going to replace like the board of directors or like the CEO, like give you marching orders from an AI that actually knows the entire operation of your company.
that was
And then
something
it's like,
I
this
saw
is
that
the
was
best
like
strategy
I was
forward.
like, want to know what you should do? Instead of AI taking over factory workers, have an AI take over a CEO, because the CEO makes like 350,000 times what like the average worker does. So they're like, if you can replace that, then that saves your company more money than all of your workers being replaced. I was like,
Not to mention
CEOs don't want that shit, but let's replace CEOs. Fuck
There's
those people
also
that
a
don't need the money.
big conflict of interest when it comes to being the CEO or an executive in a Fortune 500 company, because the conflict of interest is you as the person who is now getting a job offer as like, executive whatever. You have goals within your own life that serve yourself, not your company. And you might want, this job at Apple to leverage a new job over at Microsoft or at Amazon. And that happens all the fucking time. And you know who doesn't have a conflict of interest like that? An AI. So there's a lot of nonsense that, like, I don't know. I also feel like it's a really interesting that's a very like real, like, that's like a thing that business PhD theses are written on. Like, how do you align the incentives of your employees with the incentives of your company?
We're starting a
feel like
cult.
that's-
If we drink CEO blood, it sustains us forever. That is financial advice. Please clip me saying this and send it to the officials so I can be on a watch list.
Yeah, financial advice, baby. Yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of that kind of going around where, like, the world today is evolving so quickly, and like the job, I know for sure the job that I did when I started working in visual effects in like Hollywood here like 6 years ago, that job doesn't fucking exist anymore. You know who does that job? Like, software. Like, one person and software does the job that like 100 of us used to do 6 years ago. And same goes for, like, I have a friend who's a colorist who does like coloring for coloring for film. And he also, used to work with a team of like 15 people. Now it's like him and 2 people and like software, and the software picks up the slack. Like, he does the work on the master shot and then feeds the master shot to the software, and the software populates his work through the entire sequence. That populating used to be done by people, and those people used to make money to do that. It's kind of crazy.
Money.
Money I give to you.
I need to clip those because I like Elon Musk. I think we're pretty close to being ready. We could maybe do some more giveaways after the tech talk, but I think that's conclude the marble part of our stream. There's a new, actually, before we get into that, I do want to show, or at least check out at some point. It's like a new version of Grubfish.
Oh, see.
You need at least
There's like
two.
a new version
We're not
of-
playing a game. Can two people type !play just so I can look at this? We're not doing a giveaway, but we need two people in just to go to the next screen.
This is in.
Thank you. Yeah, they have Doom Blades.
Oh.
So we'll try that later. Sorry to like hype everybody to it. We're gonna do a tech talk first, but later, I promise. Remind me, we'll do a Doom Blades for a final giveaway after the tech talk.
Nice.
It's not
All
too
right.
late, at least comic standing. I can fucking. What's like the blue balls version of a giveaway? A blue giveaway, a balls giveaway, giveaway balls. I don't know.
A tease. Some kind of a tease.
Yeah, sorry to everybody that I psyched you out.
Little tease. All right, I'm gonna switch
Actually,
over.
wait, let me see if I
again.
can find a Boom X. Let's see if I can get it a boo.
I'm going to switch gears while Lewis is looking for that. And let's start by looking at the crypto market again. So we do this every week, and it's been 7 days. Over this week, so I'm looking at Ethereum right now. Each one of these lines represents a day. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. So we did, since last week, we kind of touched the like downtrend line. And then we've been retesting the middle B-bands line. So I think we're basically retesting, and my assumption is we're going to be rejected around here and pushing further down, just like I thought last week. We're continuing to move down. Despite the fact that the last 7 days have seen, you know, what would look like in the 7-day window, like a little bit of a climb in these markets, I still would say we're very accurate in predicting the market's still moving down. We've stayed below the middle B-band line this entire time, up until basically today, where we're retesting it again. We're still not closing above, clearly.
Nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
And we're oversold. I'm sorry, we're overbought. So overvalued on the RSI, and you can see the OBV, the on balance volume, continuing its trajectory kind of downward, despite the price ranging, I would say, not really flatlining, but it's like sticking within these like two orange lines that I've drawn out here. So it's just been ranging there, but while it's been ranging, the money's still been leaving the system. Let's peek at Bitcoin too to get a kind of similar idea, and yeah, same kind of look. Actually, with Bitcoin, it's even a lot less of a range and still a lot more of a. Oh God, still a lot more of a.
Ooh, I found. I found something called Ambience Market for Traders. Let's see what this sounds like. That does not sound like a fucking.
Is that like the trade floor where you have like people like?
I thought that's what it was gonna be, but it sounds like it's like more like you're like trading chickens at like a, you know, like a food market.
Yeah, like a livestock auction or something. That's pretty wild too. But here we can actually, Bitcoin's showing us much more clearly, very cleanly closing below middle B-band still. We are kind of getting to a spot here where we're looking for either a breakout or a breakdown. See how thin we're getting here with the outer extremities of the Bollinger Bands. These are standard deviations away from the center line. And when they get close like that, the market tends to flatline, like we can see here. Very flat, up until it eventually will break out of that. So we'll look for it to hit either the upper or the lower extreme and then continue its move. My guess is we're going to keep moving down. Something else I've noticed, well, me and Sid have noticed, mostly Sid noticed and pointed out to me, is that the crypto market has been trading inversely from the Forex markets. So by that I mean when the US dollar gains in strength, globally speaking, then the crypto market loses value. And then lately, as the crypto market has been losing value, the US dollar has been gaining. Marcy, you want to go over because Lewis is here and you want to go say hi? Oh yeah, sweetie. Which I didn't pull up. I didn't pull up a US dollar market index, but let's see. I could probably just find that really quick by going to Forex. Forex just stands for fiat money, basically. So this will be like euros, dollars, Great British pounds. Marcy's chasing this because he ran off. Let's see. So, but like, let's take a look at like euro versus dollar, for example. So you can see, in terms of dollars, The euro is coming up again a little bit lately here on the daily. And let's see. You know what? I'll actually find the chart, the Forex chart for next week to talk about that correlation, because I don't want to like live find stuff that's like not representative of the concept I'm talking about. So let's just take a look at the SPY as well. The SPY, the SPY is the S&P 500 index. So this is the stock market, a kind of overview of the stock market's assets. And here we're also seeing, you know, money leaving the system. We're seeing, I've zoomed out quite a bit now. This is kind of the top of the bear market. Same for crypto. You can see, you know, if I zoom out a little bit, same range. The crypto market peaked a little bit earlier, and like I would say the SPY started peaking around here and falling. But you can see they've both been falling kind of in tandem for a while. And you can still see lower highs, lower lows, very clearly still. Highs, lower, high, lower, lower, like coming down. I wouldn't even call this a high as much because it's basically followed by a lower low. And then you got another lower high, another lower low. We're coming back up to a high. I'm going to assume the SPY similarly with crypto and based on all this kind of like macro news, I think we're going to cap out before we make another higher high or a double top here. So my guess is we're capping out around where we are now. Maybe 420-ish could be the top. And then we'll continue this drop down. And that will then ripple with Ethereum and Bitcoin as well. Where here we're seeing, you know, here's Bitcoin now. And we're also seeing, we had kind of a double top for the Bitcoin market. And then, you know, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower, about the same low. Here it's kind of ranging now. But a lower high. And then now we're making lower lows again. Still very much in a bear market, still very much expecting these assets to fall. So knowing that that the markets are coming down, how should a trader or somebody who's active within these crypto markets expect to profit with all these assets losing value over time? And that's kind of like,
also, I don't know if you want to, people are talking about XRP. Do they have some sort of ruling that just happened recently?
Yeah, XRP is being delisted from Coinbase, and I think the SEC had a lawsuit going against XRP for like the last 3 years or so already. I think that's coming to an end. I think they're actually winning the suit. Like I think Ripple Labs is winning the suit. Like I don't think basically I think the SEC overstepped. But that again, that doesn't really change the fact that XRP units are not seen as valuable even by their own protocol. Now,
Seekery also said USD should be gaining strength soon and putting pressure on markets.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking too. So the USD market looks, that's why I was like, let me get out of this chart because it doesn't show what I'm trying to like, what I saw when me and Sid were looking at this. The USD looks like we're kind of bottoming now. And I think the dollar is about to gain a lot more strength in the coming weeks, months, possibly. And therefore, I think
gonna change football to soccer because we're fucking US dollar gaining.
Yeah, and then I think when the US dollar starts to gain, I think we're gonna see these crypto markets continue their sell-off. And like if you've watched the US dollar and Forex markets, they've been kind of like they sold off aggressively, and then they've been kind of like ranging for a minute, and it does look like that range or that like sell-off is bottoming out now. So we'll have to see, keep an eye on that, and keep an eye on that correlation between the Forex and the crypto and the equity markets. The same is true of the stock market. So as the dollar gains value, the stock market tends to lose value. A big part of that is because most of the money in the stock market is money held by people who aren't trying to make, you know, millions of dollars and become rich. Most of the money in the stock market is held by people who are rich. And the goal when you have equities in stock and you are wealthy, the goal isn't to make money. The goal is to maintain wealth. So a lot of that goal is served by, you know, a strengthening dollar is now more attractive to hold my wealth in dollars versus equity shares of companies. So I might sell my shares in whatever stock I'm holding because the macro picture of like business and stocks seems a little unclear. but the current Forex markets are quite attractive. Currently, you get like 4.5% on a CD from your bank. CD is just a cash deposit. So you can literally bring like a cash deposit with certain like requirements, such as maybe like a minimum of like $20,000 or whatever to get that rate. But you can literally sell, like $20,000 worth of a riskier asset class, such as at the moment, I would say, shares in any stock, really, honestly, because the stock market seems like it's on its way down and it's a little bit overvalued. But you can take that money now, sell out of those stocks, put it into 13-month maturing CDs, or even like something more boring like treasury bonds or some stuff like that, where it's just cash earning interest in cash and maturing over an amount of time. Now those positions are becoming much more attractive than they have been in the past like 5 years or so. Like the interest rates that you can make on cash are actually worth putting your cash into them. That didn't used to be the case, and especially during the like lead up to and then throughout the pandemic, that was definitely not the case, with the interest rates being basically nothing. And that's what drove this absurd rally in equity shares, or in equity markets. So like, look at this, like this is the housing market. But like, look at the look at this run up. You're barely getting corrections down. It's literally almost like a straight line up. And a lot of that happens because having money in cash during this time was more or less viewed by like wealthy people who I've spoken with, was viewed as toxic. Like holding your money in cash is basically like have fun losing your wealth, because over time the value of your money is going to go down.
Never needed the have fun staying poor soundbite more than I do right now.
Yeah, right. Have fun staying poor. Because I mean, honestly, like I had like, even my dad was telling me like, oh yeah, I like cash is fucking toxic right now. I'm buying all these shares and stuff. And lately, when I talked to him about like potential like DeFi strategies that you can make, like very, very safely, like 8 or 9%, he was like, I don't know, my bank is offering me 5% on a CD, which is like, yeah, honestly, I can't come up against that with like the risk that you have to assume to do this stuff in DeFi. When the bank is offering you 4.5% in 13 months, like I understand why all these markets are starting to take a bit of a hit. Like there's real opportunity for people with money to make, to basically maintain their wealth by hedging with cash and cash assets lately. But all of that stuff said, we think these markets are going to continue to sell off, and I still think we have a long way down. Like this is the bottom of the the sell-off that happened after like the COVID lockdown and the whole supply chain collapsed. Personally, I don't think we ever got back to like normal as far as business operation goes, and this level would be normal for that. So we're still not even back to those valuations. Either way, the question now is, okay, we have this idea that we think, our assets are going to lose value over time. What can we do as actively trading positions to capitalize on this? So today I wanted to dive into a little bit what's called perpetual markets. So perpetual asset it's a derivative market, and I'll just start by going to like one of the most I would say the most robust of these platforms is GMX. So if you go to gmx.io,
I have overinvested by a lot.
Start on gmx.io. And we're at the dashboard here. So this is a perpetual derivative market that trades on, it's using the Arbitrum layer 2 for Ethereum. So let me back up before we go there. I'm going to start by going to chainlist.org. So this is a website, very easy, very useful like tool. This is a website for if you have a MetaMask wallet, which I have right here, my MetaMask wallet. So I've signed into MetaMask, and you can see here up in the center, I have all these different networks that I connect my MetaMask wallet to. So I have like Ethereum mainnet, I have Mumbai testnet. This is the testnet for Polygon. I have Chronos, I have Phantom, I have Harmony Fast. So this is a Harmony mainnet RPC that was working well, so I named it Fast. Here's Harmony 2, Chronos mainnet, so there's a separate RPC for Chronos. Either way, you can see there's a bunch of different blockchains that I can connect to here. And the way that you can do that very easily is go to chainlist.org. You can look down here, and like I'm going to mess with Arbitrum. Here's Arbitrum 1. I can say connect.
Talk about a comment real quick.
Sure.
So Sneakery says cash and savings are even invested, normally loses value. Inflation has been greater than interest rates and spending powers down. An asset like property is going up in value. This is not financial advice. We're not trying to tell you what to do with your money. Last week, somebody asked, how do you short stuff on chain? So we're going over that.
Yeah.
So if your strategy is, how do I get more cash while the crypto market's going down? That's what we're trying to teach you how to do. We're not even telling you should do this. We're just, people are interested in how can you do this. So, again, not financial advice. We're not saying this is the best possible thing you can do with your money right now. We're just educating people on what is possible on chain.
Yeah, so here's so I'm going to start by adding Arbitrum 1 to MetaMask. So I'm literally just clicking connect wallet, choosing the wallet that I want to use, say next, connect, and then it automatically now will add this network to my MetaMask wallet. And I don't have to like Google to find, you know, where do I, like, what do I have to punch in to add Arbitrum? So now I should have Arbitrum on here. Let's see. Did that not work, or am I? Did that? Add to MetaMask? Oh, you know what? It's probably because I'm on the Mumbai testnet. Let's see. I'm going to start by going like to the Ethereum mainnet here and try this. Okay. So I should be able to add it. And okay, well, it didn't work, and that's too bad because I really wanted to make that work. So the way that you can make this work is still, let's just do this manually. A really simple way to add such a network, I usually just go Google and say R1 MetaMask. And then let's take a look at what it says to add. So how to add Arbitrum to MetaMask wallet. And this is what I'm looking for. So to do this add, I can just come up here now and do this manually. So I'm going to click on my wallet, click here, add a network, and it's going to do this. Oh, okay, cool. It already has it here. So I'm just
So Arbitrum 1, is this a blockchain?
So Arbitrum 1 is a layer 2 for Ethereum, and it doesn't have its own token.
Though, right? So it's like Matic.
So it's not its own blockchain. It just is a second layer to Ethereum. So it runs on Ethereum.
Is that the same thing that like Matic is though, right?
Yes, except for Matic uses its own token, the Matic token, as like a gas token, whereas Arbitrum just uses Ethereum. So now I can.
So it's built on Ether, and it uses Ether as a gas. It's just you use less for transactions.
Much less. It's way cheaper.
So what does that mean for wrap tokens though? Do we have to wrap tokens from Ether to get them on?
So there is
an I don't like that personally.
Yes, it is, and the bridge itself is much more secure than some of these other bridges that we've had in the past. Like if you wrap into Arbitrum and when you want to unwrap back to mainnet, there can be up to a 7-day like redemption period. Of course, there's other like DeFi ways to do that.
The bridge is more centralized and it's less able to just
so the bridge itself is much more much more centralized, much more like managed, and there's like $500 million
after Harmony. I'm hesitant to tell anybody to buy any.
I will agree with that. So
I personally would say stay the fuck away from this, but for the sake of learning how this is done for less gas fees, I think it's fine. But you can do this on Ether; it'll just cost more Ethereum.
Exactly. So that's why I was like, let's do it on here. And then I was gonna show some of this stuff off on like the Polygon testnet too. Just
be aware, bridges have risk if you're new to this, and your boys at Neon Space combined lost a lot of money on the Harmony bridge. Like, I'd say combined we probably lost like $20,000 to $30,000 between the three of us. So there's huge risk in doing this, so
yeah, it was more than that. It was close. It was like between the people that I was trading with at the time, it was like 6 figures.
I was just talking between me, you, and Mark. I wasn't talking about.
Oh yeah, between like me and Sid, we lost probably close to that. It's crazy.
I lost like close to $10,000, so I was like,
yeah, I think I was.
I know you lost more than me, so just me and you.
I lost more than 10. Sid also lost more than 10.
And just be aware of that before everybody's like. we're advertising how to make money during the bear market. Is like, beware, there's fucking risk to this. Don't just jump into this because Max is telling you about it on the street.
Let me explain the risk to it really quick too. Actually, that's a great point here to make about the risk of bridged assets in general. So the way that this works is, if I do like, you can go to the Arbitrum bridge here, and the way that this works is I have from MetaMask, from Ethereum to Arbitrum, I can choose like whatever tokens I have, like Ethereum. I could say 0.01 Ethereum, and it'll send this Ethereum on the Ethereum network, because obviously you can't send Ethereum off of the network. They only transact within its own network. It'll send this Ethereum to the Arbitrum bridge wallet, and once it hits there, the bridge will issue Ethereum on the Ethereum layer into my wallet. So the Ethereum that I have in my wallet on the Arbitrum chain is now effectively like an IOU or something, like akin to an IOU, that you can redeem to reclaim what you have on the Ethereum mainnet. Now, what that means is, while I have my Ethereum on Arbitrum, the actual Ethereum that I think I have in my wallet is actually in this bridge wallet. Therefore, if that bridge wallet were to become compromised or hacked or stolen or drained, my backing for the assets that I hold in my wallet is also gone. So by that I mean the Ethereum I have on the Arbitrum network is still in my wallet, but I'm no longer able to redeem it for the real Ethereum on the Ethereum blockchain. So that is the big risk, and that risk exists for every single bridge protocol. So the only way to not assume a risk with a centralized point of failure such as that is to only interact with native currencies. Native currencies, maybe will limit you to, like for example on Wax, there is no native stablecoin on Wax. Like if you want to use stablecoins, you have to use USDC, USDT, or DAI wrapped into Wax. Those coins were initially issued on the Ethereum blockchain, and their backing still exists on that chain. So if the Wax team has, shitty security practices and like their bridge is hacked, or I don't know, even if they have like an insider like steal from them or whatever, we, the holders of Wax USDC or USDT or whatever tokens that are wrapped through that bridge, are the ones getting robbed. So be aware that that is the big risk of bridged assets, and that maximalist investors in cryptocurrencies, like hardcore die-hard crypto fans, will not consider a bridged token as a real token. So for example, on Ethereum, you can use wrapped Bitcoin. Bitcoin diehards will not consider that real Bitcoin, despite the fact that you can unwrap it and redeem the Bitcoin on the Bitcoin blockchain. The only thing that is real Bitcoin is Bitcoin on the Bitcoin blockchain. So what you have when you have wrapped Bitcoin is an IOU, and the trust involved with that IOU that you can redeem it. Now, again, like we were talking about, there are scenarios where, these types of events happen, like hacks and exploits, where the redemption process becomes impossible, and then people are robbed. So those bridge exploits have happened almost on a weekly basis for the last, half a year or something. Like the Axie Infinity bridge was robbed, the Harmony bridge was hacked. There's so many other ones that are much smaller, much less, major incidences. But even the small one, which is like the Harmony bridge, that's $100 million, and it's possible that they can recover from it, but it's going to take them like half a decade, I would say. So, I mean, I still have stuff on that chain, and who knows, 5 years from now, they might be back into a vibrant ecosystem, or they might have faded into obscurity. We'll have to see. But it's very difficult to ignore that risk. So now that we know the risk, the reason we're assuming the risk is the transaction fees. So here, this is the Arbitrum bridge. So let's go, for example, one of the biggest and most well-known exchanges for decentralized trading on Ethereum is Uniswap. So Uniswap is the original liquidity protocol effectively. Like they basically pioneered and created the code that we now use on Taco Swap and Alcor Swap. The what's known as V2 liquidity supplying was built initially by Uniswap, and pretty much every other exchange out there forked this code base and kind of like created their own version of it. So Uniswap is kind of the OG here. So if I launch the app, you can see I'm connected to a wallet. I have my Ethereum. I want to, let's say, sell it for USDC. If I do 1 Ethereum right now on the Ethereum mainnet, let's go back to the mainnet. Switch to the mainnet. Oh, and that's the other point I wanted to make. You can see Arbitrum actually works with Uniswap. Optimism is another such layer 2. It's a little less in use, but it's basically the same thing. But you can see here, so I'm on Ethereum mainnet on Uniswap. I could do a trade for 1 Ethereum into USDC. I would receive 1,220 for that right now, which is basically the spot price. And you can see that I'm expecting to pay about $1.50 in gas fees. That's not so bad, but that's still $1.50, you know, versus if we go over to Arbitrum and do the exact same trade. So we're effectively trading the same asset. So here we go. I'm on Arbitrum now. If I do a 1 Ethereum trade into yoink, USDC, and Ethereum, I want to do a 1 Ethereum trade. I'm still going to get 1220.08. And let's see, this one is costing me, okay, about $1. That's not as dramatic as it was intended to be, but it's still about 50% cheaper. Okay, here we go, 40 cents. That's much more like it. That's kind of like what I was thinking. It'd be much cheaper. So it's a lot less. Oh, okay, here we go. The $1 thing is just what it's telling me. 1 USDC is worth $1. I misread that, but here's the gas. So the gas, it keeps updating as the network is updating, but it's about 40 cents. So it's about a third of what I'm spending on Ethereum. That adds up very quickly. And as Ethereum, so Ethereum's actually being pretty cheap right now. So take a look at this. If I go gas station, we can take a look at what the network fee is, or what the network congestion is currently. And you can see currently it's about 14 Gwei. So that's pretty cheap for Ethereum. That means we're not actually that busy right now. This goes into the hundreds. So when this, you know, at 14, we're paying 7 cents or something for a simple transfer. And like we saw, it was $1.50 or whatever for a swap, because a swap is not as simple as a wallet to wallet transaction. And you're paying when it comes to Ethereum fees, you're paying for the complexity of what transaction you're broadcasting. Either way, you can see that a simple send right now is going to cost 7 cents. That's not terrible, but like I said, this can go like 20-30 times higher, and at that point a swap transaction on Uniswap can cost like $100 in fees, and at that same time that exact same swap will still cost around 50 cents on Arbitrum. So the Arbitrum network fees aren't going to increase the way that they do on the mainnet of Ethereum, and that is a big part of why it's worth potentially exposing yourself to the risk of holding your assets in the bridge, because it makes them much more viable to trade during high volume times. And that's usually when the most... Oh, go on.
Ideally, though, like if you can trade native assets, like if you
that's
could
what
use these protocols
to
trade assets that aren't bridged, because like that's sort of like Wax. Like Wax, you could be trading USDC and USDT, but like, you know, if I pair Taco and Nefty, there is no bridge stuff, and I can still participate in the DeFi scene without. I'm on native tokens, so I don't have the bridge risk. And there are those options on the other blockchains. So like, if I were trying to get into Arbitrum, I guess they don't have their own token, but I'd try to like find something native to the chain.
And so like, I like that you brought that point up, because personally, I actually think the fact that Arbitrum doesn't have its own token is a huge plus, because if we look at something like DeFi Llama and take a look at the value that's locked into DeFi across these different blockchains. So DeFi Llama is like a DeFi like tracker effectively. So here I can go to DeFi. Let's do the overview, and then here we can see. Let's see. TVL is total value locked. So this is based on per protocol. So you can see in Ethereum, we have $23 billion of value locked into DeFi protocols. At the same time, I can go over to Polygon, for example. There's only $1 billion on Polygon, but take a look at what this value is. So the majority of this money is in AAVE in these different assets, right? So you can see most of these giant pools include the Polygon token. So the second biggest pool, for example, is these two assets, right? On QuickSwap. And that means that of this, let's say $200 million, $100 million is Polygon token. And the same goes across a lot of these protocols. So when you have a layer 2, such as like Solana or Polygon or all these other ones, and you see they show off their metric like, oh, we have $1 billion in here. It's like, okay, how much of this $1 billion is just your own native token? And when you change this over to like Arbitrum, for example, let's see, Arbitrum, because Arbitrum doesn't have its own token, we're almost at $1 billion here, but this money is all in like Ethereum. So it's also Polygon tokens that are wrapped over to Arbitrum and stuff, but like there isn't a skew in this value based on its own currency. So I feel like blockchains like Solana really have an issue with that, where you have like, Solana is going to say it has
that was like the entire FTX thing was all the value of FTX was propped up by its own token, and it reinvested its own token in a bunch of protocols. So when one goes down, then like entire thing collapses. This wouldn't do that because it's like, there's no central point of failure for the value of like this entire chain.
Look at this. Solana is the only fucking token in the top 4 of the biggest things here. So again, and then look at the value locked, went from $10 billion down to 200 million. And the reason that can happen is because most of this $10 billion was probably just Solana token. And the second like that Solana token starts to lose its value, or people want to sell off of the chain, they're selling into these wrapped assets out of the native one. It's not necessarily a good thing. So I actually really like the fact that Arbitrum doesn't have its own currency, because why would you need it? It's just a layer 2 for Ethereum. Let's use Ethereum as the token.
How are we going to print money out of nowhere, Max? Yeah. How are we just going to print money and give it to people if we don't have a token?
Yeah. The same is true for Optimism. So Optimism is also a layer 2 that does not have its own currency. It uses Ethereum as its main. And look, by default, if I'm just on Uniswap and I choose that, it'll actually it'll automatically add it. So I can just say approve.
What is FTT?
FTT,
that stuff?
Yeah, FTT is FTX token. So FTT is is their token.
Okay.
But now that we kind of like covered the concept of a bridge, the risk involved with doing these bridges, and why we would expose ourselves to that risk, let's take a look at what we first came here to do, which is play with derivative markets and perpetuals. So the biggest one of those markets, which we actually already saw here on DeFi Llama, when I go to Arbitrum, you can see the biggest one of these markets by a huge margin is GMX, with I think like $400 million. Like that puts the next one down to fucking shame. Like Uniswap has $70 million compared to GMX's $400 million. Now let's take a look at GMX. GMX is here. So this is GMX. GMX is a perpetual market for trading derivatives. So what you're doing here isn't trading assets back and forth. It's creating positions that consist of what's known as perpetual derivatives. So you can create a short or a long position, hold that position as long as it stays within its liquidation range, and then either profit or lose based on those positions. But there is no expiration because they are perpetual. So this is kind of the overview page of this protocol. You can see that the protocol itself, AUM is like amount, but I'd say GLP pool. So this is the actual liquidity that's available to trade against. This is kind of what we were seeing on DeFi Llama. So you have $363 million in liquidity in this pool. And then if I say, let's say earn, and if I wanted to buy GLP, you can see what this pool is consisting of. And here that is. So the pool is made up of Ethereum, Bitcoin, Chainlink, Uniswap, USDC, Tether, DAI, and Forex. And in these amounts. So you can see Tether, there's only $391 worth of Tether in this pool, but $35,956,000 worth of USDC. Similarly, almost 50 million Ethereum, 2 million Bitcoins, 2.5 million Chainlink, 2 million Uniswap tokens. So deep liquidity in all these, except for I would say Tether and Forex. Forex is another stable coin. This one's made by, I guess I can pull this up really quick. Finance. I like this is a really cool protocol too. So this is Forex protocol. It's a fractional reserve token protocol. So you can see here, their token is worth $1, and it has been for, there's a year, and here we are all the way back to, so when it first launched, it was a little bit volatile, but you can see all the way back to like 2020, this protocol has been issuing Forex tokens. The tokens themselves are backed, collateralized, and since the bear market started here, they've actually been pulling more collateral in. So each one of these dollars is backed by 93.25 cents of actual collateral. And then the remaining, what is that? The remaining like 6.5 cents or something are issued by the protocol and therefore algorithmic or, not real, fractional reserve. Either way, that's what Forex token is. So you can see we have Forex, DAI, USDT, and USDC, mostly USDC. And then what this pool is you can come in here, use your Ethereum or any of these assets to buy into this pool, which would then return you a token called GLP. The GLP token is effectively just a liquidity position that represents all of a pool consisting of all of these assets. The GLP token itself is currently worth 83 cents per unit and has issued, 436 million units. There's no cap on how many of these units can be issued, but they can only be issued by people adding backing to them. So they aren't just printed out of thin air. So now we have this huge pool, hundreds of millions of dollars in this pool. And like I was saying, what is happening is that this pool is absurdly capital efficient to the point where it is earning a 32% APR. So if you added your Ethereum to this pool, for example, you would receive GLP, and then you could take the GLP and stake it. If you go to like earn, for example, here, you could take your GLP and stake it. Like once you connect your wallet, it'll have a stake option, and then you can stake it and you'll earn 32.5% in Ethereum. And that Ethereum comes from the transaction volume and transaction fees paid by users who are using the liquidity that you've supplied. That liquidity is being used here. So you can see we have $363 million in the pool. There is currently $58 million worth of long positions. So people who have open orders and are paying interest on open orders worth $50 million. And then here you can see, and it also splits it between, by the way, this protocol runs on both Arbitrum and Avalanche. So you can see 58 million that we're looking at here is on Arbitrum. There's an additional 2.4 million of long positions on Avalanche. Same goes for this GLP. This is just what's on Arbitrum. There is a GLP pool on Avalanche blockchain too. If you would prefer to use Avalanche, you can totally do that. But here you can see, so fees since November 22nd, 2022, this protocol has earned almost $3 million just from people using it. And the reason that it makes so fucking much money is this 24-hour volume against this liquidity pool is almost 100% of the pool. So almost all the money in the pool is being used every 24 hours. So that's known as capital efficiency. The capital efficiency of these types of protocols is massive, and this is why the interest and the yield on them is still so high. So how can this be used? Let's take a look. So you use it by going up here to trade. Then you have the different markets that they offer is Ethereum, Bitcoin, Link is Chainlink, and Uniswap. Uni is Uniswap token. So Chainlink is a Uniswap token. We already know this is the governance token for the Uniswap exchange protocol. Link token is Chainlink. It's the token that's used for the Chainlink Oracle service. It's kind of a blockchain agnostic service that doesn't live on any one chain, but rather is a cross-chain protocol that people can use to feed real-world information into their blockchain. So the Chainlink, it's a little bit of a complicated concept, but it's an Oracle service. So what that means is that Chainlink, for example, what it's being used for with this protocol is it's pulling the price feed for Ethereum US dollars. There isn't like this isn't its own swap where there's people trading back and forth. This price is being reported to the protocol by Chainlink, and that's kind of like what Chainlink is for and is being used for across every other blockchain too. So you have like, you know, projects like we've talked about Tranquil in the past, where they have a money market. The Tranquil money market value of, you know, Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatever Uniswap token, whatever they have in their market, that value isn't looking at a specific spot market, but rather an aggregation of all of the spot markets. So the price of Ethereum on every exchange put together, plus every DeFi protocol put together, and that number and that aggregation is what Chainlink provides. So if you are running a protocol that requires, you know, information like aggregated information in real time, Chainlink is something that is basically industry standard at this point. So the Link tokens are used to pay for those type of queries, and lots of big protocols require them. So those four are kind of like available here. So again, we were looking at Ethereum. Let's just stick with Ethereum. We think Ethereum is going to go, you know, let's say up or down. So I'm going to connect my wallet here. Now that I've added the arbitrum.
Samples that say hello. This one sounds so ridiculous. Hello. Let me see if I can find another one. What's up, Eric? Though Eric just said a flirtatious hello. Let's try this one.
Ooh, hello.
That's for you, Eric.
Yeah.
All right, back to Tech Talk. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, have I connected my wallet?
Somebody was also somebody mentioned what was it? Bit something? BlockFi.
BlockFi, yeah, they just announced that they have filed for bankruptcy. That is.
Do you think there's a chance they recover? Somebody's saying they hope they recover. What do you think the chances of that are?
I think it's unlikely at this point. They have, they basically, I think it's the contagion that happens from the FTX collapse. From my understanding, a lot of their assets that they held for their clients were being held on FTX, and FTX has almost certainly stolen those assets. Like, based on what I've seen on chain and off chain and like everything. The really crazy part about all this is the way the media is reporting on that, on like the FTX collapse. It's almost like, at least I've seen several articles that make, you know, Sam Bankman out to be like a victim of like bad market conditions or some nonsense, which is like,
no, he's a victim of fucking
insane. Yeah, he literally like stole people's money. Market conditions don't matter at all. If you're operating an exchange, you don't have assets in the market. You have your client's assets. If they're losing money, your client is losing money, not you. So as an exchange, you shouldn't be engaging in fractional reserve lending. You shouldn't be engaging in trading or leverage positions. And a big red flag, if you're looking out for stuff, is high interest rates. High interest rates that don't make sense. So like right now, for example,
Wapaka read on Twitter that BlockFi has 1 to 10 billion in liabilities, but 256 million in cash on hand. That's not a good sign.
No, exactly. Yeah. So that's the big thing, is like you have all these liabilities, and then those liabilities are spread across other players, and then when those players fail, the whole like domino like chain just comes tumbling down.
Ooh, hello.
There's another exchange out there called Nexo, for example. This one has a few red flags in my opinion, because you got these interest rates that they're offering on here. Let's see, on USDC. Hey, get out of here. Where is the USDC one? And it was like 10% or something, which is like, what? How are you offering 10% when, you know, like AAVE or Compound AAVE protocol? Because AAVE stands for African American Vernacular. It's like speaking in Ebonics.
That actually what that stands for?
Yeah, AAVE is like the slang that is like associated with like urban kind of like slang. But here, for example, this is AAVE market. Yeah, connect a wallet. Let's collect a browser wallet. Okay, that's not. I'm gonna put a fucking seed phrase in here. What are you, nuts?
I don't think you need to show off AAV. I think people can.
Yeah, this is just another money market. So like these, they offer like 2%. Compound is at like 1.8 or something. So the fact that Nexo is offering 10%, that's a red flag to me. Like, where the fuck is that money coming from? And the reality is it comes from them making basically positions and plays that hopefully work out and let them cover their commitments. But realistically, if they don't work out, you're going to have another another FTX collapse or Celsius kind of like insolvency issue on your hands. But yeah, let's stick with this for now. So the way that you can use this market, you can see here, I'm looking at the 4-hour. We can change it. This is just like the usual kind of like trading view charts that we have here. But like, let's say if I wanted to create a trade, I could create a trade. You see I have Ethereum in my pay with, and I have Ethereum in my position. So if I'm going, I think the price is going down, I would change the position to short. And then I could still pay with any of the assets that this pool takes. So let's say
I have overinvested.
Let's say I have Ethereum, and I think Ethereum is going to lose value over time. What I could do is take my Ethereum, and let's say I have like 0.5. I could take 0.5 Ethereum, create a short sell here. So I'm short 0.5. I could even say limit and set a specific price where I want the short to open, but market, it'll just open at the current spot price. And then I could add leverage here, you know, up to 50x. So my half of an Ethereum could be, you know, like I could short sell it as 10 Ethereum, which would be worth, you know, instead of $610 would be worth $12,000. Now, doing that type of leverage increases the liability of the position, and the liability basically pushes my liquidation price lower. So right now, nice. So like right now, the spot price is, you know, 12.20, right? If I were to take my Ethereum and let's do like, you know, 0.1 or something, and I turned my 0.1 Ethereum with 10 times leverage, so I turned it into one full Ethereum short sold, right? Yeah, let me just slide the slider a little bit further so I can get up to 1. Good, close enough. So you can see I would be entering at 12.20, and then at 13.26 would be my liquidation price. So if I then say, I don't have the money right now, but if I then say, you know, like open this position, it will sit here and remain open. And let me actually go into so I have a we looked at this really briefly, but this is another perpetual marketplace. I actually have tokens to do an active trade with. I'll do an active trade with it in here. But yeah, so what you can do is once you open the position, it'll be open, and then you can decide to close it however you want. And when you close it, you can also decide you want to receive your payment in, and then you can choose any of these assets as well. So let's actually go through and do a trade. I'm gonna go, so this was on Arbitrum. This time I'm gonna jump over to Gains Network. This is over on Matic again, on Polygon. This is another perpetual marketplace. Let me go here.
Let's go.
G-Trade. So this is another perpetual marketplace. This one works a little bit different. So if we go to staking here, I can explain how this one works. The other one worked where we have this giant liquidity pool consisting of all those different assets. You know, we had Bitcoin, we had Ethereum, Uniswap, and Link. All that stuff was in the pool. And those pooled assets are the counterpart to the positions that I'm making, you know, the leverage positions that I'm making. In this pool, there's $21 million, but it's all DAI. So the counterpart to the entire protocol here is just DAI. So when you want to participate in supplying liquidity to a pool like this, it would exclusively be in DAI, and therefore every trade on this version of a perpetual market here will settle in DAI. So I'm gonna switch over here to the Mumbai testnet, which is the Matic testnet. So if I come here, Mumbai testnet, I added that earlier. There it is, and now I can say connect my wallet. And I also added some money into this. So you see I have 900, what is that, 9,000 DAI. I do max, yeah, 9,940 DAI in here. This is testnet money, so it's not real money. I can't actually bridge this out and bring it into my bank account.
How do other people, this is probably a good resource for people that haven't done this before, if they want to try to do testnet stuff so they're not burning real money. I feel like that's a good resource.
Fuck yeah. Come to, if you go to Gains Network and log in at the top, you do the drop down, and instead of it by default is on Polygon, you can just change it to Mumbai testnet, and then once you're on here, it'll give you the money. Like you could just click the get money and it gives you 10,000 DAI. So there's like a few ways to jump into here. Check it out. If we do testnet, go to this top one.
Let's
it'll
go.
tell you like how to add it, and then once you've added it, here how to get testnet Matic. So then all you'd have to do is you just come to like, you know, like this thing here, Mumbai Faucet, and then, you know, send me Matic. You just enter your testnet wallet. So you can see here, for example, I don't think this will work because I already have some. You see I have 3.8 whatever in my here. So I copy my wallet, paste that here, and then say send me Matic.
Can devs do something?
We'll send you Matic. Look at that. Hey. And it's doing a cool little thing. That's fun. But let's see. Now if I come back up here, and it will like, it might take like 5 minutes or something because it's actually like going through and doing
I'm having way too much fun being able to change the speed of these.
Yeah.
Is it real slowed down? Sounds so great. This is April Margera.
There you go. See, I just got new Matic into my wallet. So then you get free Matic like that from coming to the faucet. Once you have the Matic, you can jump back over to the testnet here, and you can, like, there's a button that just like gives you DAI. And if you can't get that, just hit me up. I'll send you. I have 10,000, so I'll send you like a few thousand. But let's do a sample of how this works. So the only difference between this protocol and the GMX is the settlement. So this will settle everything in DAI, whereas GMX settles in whatever asset you choose from its pool. So let's take a look. This one also, by the way, you can trade stocks, synthetic stocks on here. So here's Apple shares. And while the Apple market is open, I can actually leverage trade Apple stock with up to 30x leverage. I'm sorry, up to 100x leverage. Jesus.
Monosword says, where can I find the mainnet faucet?
Yeah, let me know when you find that. I'm also into that.
Where can I just print DAI in Ethereum?
Yeah, hit me with 10,000 DAI and we'll just go for it. Here, there's also Forex markets. So here's euro and dollars, and we were just talking about dollars coming up. So take a look at this. You can Forex trade with 1,000x leverage. So let's just do a Forex trade here. Look at this. So we're on the 1 minute right now. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. And we can see, okay, it's doing some weird shit in the 1 hour, but maybe we're gonna climb up. So let's do a long position, right? Or let's stick to crypto. I mean, Forex trading is not something we really do. So let's see. There is FTT. This is where I short sold the fuck out of FTT, by the way. I shorted this at $22, and it dropped down to 2. Get fucked. Yeah, I shorted like right here. Boom! So great, wonderful time. Same with Solana. You could short Solana here. Solana USD.
The audience is happy for you, Max.
Yeah, I sold pretty early. I dipped out with only 600%, which still I made 600%. I felt great about it. Hi Pi, what are you doing? But yeah, let's do a trade. Let's stick with Ethereum just because that's what we were looking at, and that's what most here. Pi, not step on my keyboard. Okay, so here we go. So here's Ethereum. We see that Ethereum is kind of, reached this area here. And we were looking at the chart a minute ago. We think it's topped. So let's go short like we wanted to. We'll do a market trade. I'm not going to do 9,000, but let's just take let's take $250 that we have. We could now take the leverage here and create a position with 25 times leverage, meaning that my $250 is now worth, that's the price, position size here, $6,250. And the fees to open this are going to be 5 DAI. So that goes away right away.
Still going to send it.
So I'm going to, let's not go, fuck it. Let's go 25. Let's just do this. I'm going to say practice, open this order. If we weren't on testnet, it would just say open order. You'd get prompted to sign the transaction like I am being prompted now. We're signing and then it's minting. And because, so Arbitrum is even faster than this. But this is about how fast Polygon is too. So then you see, and then each block confirmation that hits, once we get 2, it should populate. There it goes. So the order is initiated. I should be able to see.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Oh, I gotta wait here for the execution. Second block done, executed. Oh, and I actually had it set up with. You see how I had this set with 100% profit. I said take profit at 100%. So it automatically built that into my transaction. So now you can see it's populated my graph here, and we can see that the white line is where I opened the trade, and you can see it's slightly below what the current market price is because I did a market. If I had done limit, it would do exactly the price I told it to, but it might take a second. And then here you can see currently the position is, is down a little bit here. It's down $8 total, and you can see it'll keep changing as the price of this currency changes. Now I can also adjust this take profit here, so you can see here if I click the X for close, that'll just auto close it. So on GMX you hit close and it brings up a menu that tells you how would you like to close it. So here it's SL stands for stop loss and TP stands for take profit. So you can manage your stop loss and take profit here. And you can see I have no stop loss set, but my take profit is at 100%. And that's what this green line is.
Are you sure that doesn't stand for toilet paper?
Not in this context.
I need TP for my bunghole.
But we can now, let's say, change this to, let's take a look at our projections for Ethereum and see where do we want to take profit on such a position. And let's see, this orange line here is kind of been pretty solid. We've bounced off it a couple times, so maybe we'll hit there again. Let's do that 1075, we'll say. I'm looking at 1066 over here is what I'm looking at, but 1075 should be within that orange line range. So now I can come back here and be like, okay, at 1075, that would be a 49% profit. Yeah, well, let's do that. Sure, update. And we'll update, confirm. All right. Now the way that this perpetual market works, it will guarantee my take profit prices. So once these are broadcast to the network, there isn't going to be a moment where, the market could fall so quickly that, or, pump so quickly or whatever, that my order is just left behind. That's possible in legacy markets and on GMX as well, but not possible here, the way that this one is set up. So now that I've reset that, you can see the green line moved away, and if I move back here, there it is now. It's moved down here for my new take profit. You can actually even adjust this by clicking it so that the blue dot pops up here, and then you can literally just shift it and be like, if you're more of a visual person, you'd be like, okay, I think right around here is where I want it. Oh, I have to wait. I have to wait 1 minute before I can readjust this. But if it had been a minute, it would have just automatically popped up the transaction and let me sign that.
This is definitely a cool tool though, because like I don't know how any of this shit works, and I'd definitely rather figure it out on this test net than like, fuck up my actual money not understanding how it works.
Yeah, and actually that's a really fun thing too, because then here you can see how this stuff works. Like let's do the USD Euro or Euro USD. Let's do this let me just show what it looks like when you do 1,000 times leverage. So if we do 1,000 times, 10, that's 10,000. That's 100. This is $1 million trade right now. So you can see here, that's $1 million that I would go either long or short. So let's say, we're looking at euros here, and let's just go like fuck it. Let's just try something here with a $1 million trade. Why not? $1 million. We're gonna go long on the euro. And then we're going to say take profits at 25%. So 25% on $1,000. So we would be looking at making $250 on this trade. And it's too big of an order. It can't fill this order because it doesn't have $1 million in collateral. Oh. Wrong limit price. Oh, it's because I'm on limit. Here we go. So let me go to market. That's why. Okay, so let's do this again. Let's see if we can do $1 million. Yeah, we can. And let's fuck it. Let's like crank the process to 1,000% or to $1,000 profit. Fuck it. Let's do 3,000. Should we go long or short? I don't know. Let me feel it out. What does the chat think? Long or short? Should we just try $1 million trade here? I feel like long, right? We're kind of like bouncing right now.
You think US dollars is going to be more or less valuable than euros? Which direction is which?
Like is the euro, and we're just talking about in the next like 10-15 minutes, is the euro going to come up or drop?
3x short.
Short. Okay, let's try short. Okay, we're going to go short $1 million on euros. Let's see how we do. So here we go.
I also think relatively soonish we should try to transition to the wax investment. We've been doing this for about an hour.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So here you can see, again, it's going to go through. It's going to populate onto our market. And this is just practice, which is nice. So we don't have to, risk our actual capital. Not to mention, I maybe have $1,000 that I could trade with. I don't have $1 million. This type of a tool lets me do $1 million trade with, not owning $1 million. But here now you can see, look at this. We've opened this trade. We're already at minus 15%, minus 25. With 1,000 times leverage, this is very quickly going to lose us or make us a lot of money. So we're already down $207 right off the bat. And if the price makes it to this line here, we're going to get liquidated. So really high risk. Yeah, really, really high risk to do shit with this amount of leverage. But you can also have done the exact same trade with, like significantly less leverage. Like let's do like 13. I guess we could do 15. There we go. And that would keep our liquidation price here way higher. So we'd actually have some room. Realistically, I wouldn't be doing this type of like thing, but let's see how we do. So we have
Ripping in the Terran.
Look at that, we're already back. We're down now only down $100. And you can see how insanely quickly like huge leverage trades can make and lose you money. So this is let's let this run, and we'll peek back at this in a second. But in the meantime, I'm gonna change gears here and take a look at our wax investments. But to kind of like put a ribbon on this section here about these derivative markets, using the GMX market here, there's a little bit more control that you have when it comes to these positions, because like this gains network trading that I'm doing here, I can, open a position, create a stop loss, create a take profit order, and I can close the position, but this would be closing the entire position. Now on GMX, I can not only create those positions and create like a take profit or a stop loss order, I can also add collateral to an existing position to increase my liquidation range, or I could remove collateral to lower the liquidation range, and I can close a portion of a position. So if I open like, let's say $1,000 position and the price starts to climb, even though I made a short, I could be like, okay, let me close 50% of this, but keep 50% open. And those types of like controls just don't exist on Gains Network. And yeah, look how quickly we're fluctuating here. So we're already down 370 again. Oof, it can be very like fun and also insanely stressful to do this type of trade.
Wait, is that on the $1 million trade?
Yeah.
How are you only down $200 at 30%?
It's $200 off my 1,000.
Oh, I thought you put in $1 million.
I put in 1,000 times 1,000, so $1 million value.
Oh, that's the
which
leverage.
Which is why if the price goes up like 1%, then I make 1,000% profit. But again, this is
another
euros
thing.
Aren't going up.
If we're going to be advertising, well, not even really advertising, explaining this, but like, I think an important thing. This is closer to financial advice than not, but an important thing to remember is like, I've heard stories of people who do this very, very successfully and make like $100,000 and then they lose it all in one trade. So like, as fast as you can make this money, you can lose it. If you keep reinvesting all of it, then there's a chance like all it takes is one wrong. You can predict 100 right in a row, but if you leverage 100% of your value on one wrong trade, you can lose it all in like super fast. So like, that's what I'm saying. This is closer to financial advice, but like, maybe take some profits and don't reinvest everything if you do this successfully. And I think that's like, I don't know. It's hard for some people to wrap their mind around there. Oh, I can make more if I reinvest everything, but it's like you can also lose everything that way. So I personally, if I'm going to get into this, would not be like reinvesting 100% of what I make if I do call it right, because then you're, putting 100% of your value at risk every time.
Yeah, it's so stressful too when this is real
Dan
money and you're like losing hundreds of dollars in a couple of seconds, or making hundreds of dollars in a couple of seconds. Like I said, like my FTT trade, I short sold that at the right moment, but then I sold out of it way before I should have. Like I could have made way more money if I wasn't like paper handsing, like, oh shit, I made 600%, like sell, like a fucking idiot. But I mean, no one should feel bad about making a profitable trade ever.
You'll never be able to maximize profits. In retrospect, you can always play the charts better. So like you can always look back and say, I could have done better, but like realizing any sort of profit in a space where tons of people lose money is not a bad idea. Is my non-financial financial advice.
Yeah, exactly. And then like, oh no, it looks like our Ethereum market's moving up now in the opposite direction of our short as well. Oh, and by the way, if I click it, it'll change to the market that we're watching. So here that is. Let's see. We'll see. We still got some room. I can start. I'll come peek back at this when we're done with rechecking on our.
Let's do 100 wax investment. This part of our Tech Tuesday is something we do every week. Max started with 100 wax and then he invested it into wax DeFi protocols. And the goal is to get more wax. It is not to necessarily even have more US dollar value. It's just to accumulate more wax while the market's going down. So again, like depending on what your strategy is, if you want more US dollars, following what Max is doing here is not how you get more US dollars. That's not the point of the strategy. The point of the strategy is to get more wax, which we have done successfully so far, but also all it takes is a couple bad weeks of investing, and you could screw all that up, like I said earlier. So, don't throw your life savings into what we're doing, but this is just to show you the different protocols you can do with your own wallets and different opportunities there are on wax.
Yeah, this whole thing started from like a conversation we were having in the chat where people were saying that like in a bear market, it's like very difficult to make profits. And I was just like, I don't think that's true. You can make profits bear or bull market. You just need to like, you need to like basically pay attention and know which protocols to engage with and stuff. And so we figured we could try and just show off how I go about doing it.
That's a scam!
Don't invest in scams. That's how you save your money.
Don't invest into scams is a good start. Okay, so let's take a look. So as usual, I start on DeFi box, and you can see we're back at 110. Let's go. We actually pulled this back down to 100 wax. So this is doing exactly what we expected and keeping our 100 initial principal safe while still earning us some additional wax. Wonderful. Let's leave this alone for now, but I might come back here and pull this 10 wax out to further our liquidity plays on Taco Swap. So now I'm over at Taco Swap. I'm going to check on my liquidity here. We have 21, oh, not bad, 21 in the wax side and 600 on the Wombat pool. This pool has been doing pretty well for us. And then here we're at 8 and 3. I feel like this one we're actually not keeping pace with. So now that it's been a week, we can come in here and go to account and rewards. And here's what we've made in a week from yield farming these positions. So let's claim those first. And then let's take a look at how much. So from basically the overview of the performance of these positions, I've noticed that our wax Wombat pool has been doing pretty well, holding its value pretty well and printing a return, while the wax CMW pool has been losing its value and printing a return at the same time. The amount of value being lost from the CMW pool is outpacing the amount of value being printed from the rewards.
The devs have misled us again.
It's not holding up as well. So what I'm thinking about doing here is let's take a look back at the meal pool. Let's take a look at our time frame that we have left in these pools. Is it worth going for another week? And so CMW is still going for 8 days, so we could stick it around in this one for the next week. We'll have 1 day left by the next Tuesday, and this one's still going for a little over 2 weeks. I think let's stick it out. Let's stick it out in this pool for 1 more week. But I think what we should do in the meantime is we should sell the CMW that we earned into wax, which I'm going to do like this. CMW, and then take the wax and pair this with the Wombat that we've earned as well. So compound into the Wombat pool exclusively rather than compound into both. So let's take a look at how much our Wombat is worth. 1.7. So we only actually need 0.6, so 0.3 more wax. So if I go here, all right, I gotta flop this. 0.3 is about 8 Wombat tokens, so I'm gonna swap those as well. The goal here was to create a position in this wallet that is equal parts wax and Wombat, so that in the next step I can just add it to the liquidity pool like this. Clicking on my liquidity tab, I'm just gonna say add, and now that I have the wax, I should have exactly about this amount of Wombat. So let's do this. That'll do it. And we'll add this pool as well. Bam. Not too bad. So now we're at 23 wax bilateral. So this is actually 46 wax. And then this is 16. So 62 wax between both of these pool positions here. 62 wax plus our 110. So we're at 172 wax. We've made 72% return on the wax that we started with in 5.5 months now, I think. Not bad, guys. We're doing real well with this. This is that's not hard. I mean, it's not easy to do. Like to be able to turn a 76% profit in like 5 months like that, and doing it all exclusively on stream, only making moves while we're live. Like this, I'm pretty happy with what we've achieved here. Now I think we're still moving down in the coming week, and as we move down this, go on.
Like you could have just bought USDT and held it, and probably done as well.
Probably, actually, yeah.
Because I think
we could have sold the 100 wax,
started the 100 and
all
like,
back now.
Wax is worth half of, like less than half of when we started, but
yeah, that's
it's
true.
still fun to show the wax DeFi options.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and I mean, we definitely dramatically, and the baseline that I would compare this with realistically is, are we outpacing staked wax? And
We are.
Optimistically, staked wax is producing about 5% APY. It's less than that, but I'm being optimistic about it. We're definitely outperforming staked wax. And because we like wax and we wanted to end up with more wax, we definitely made that statement on the front end. Like Lewis was saying, the goal was never to make more US dollar value, but more wax. So since we do still feel the US dollar value of these markets falling, I am going to go to the swap side here and remove 10 wax from this liquidity pool. And then let's take that 10 wax and also add it to the Wombat pool for the next week as well. So I'm going to go to liquidity, reduce liquidity, and then I want 10 wax. So I need 5, whatever amount produces 5 wax. So let's see, I'll do 15. Oh, it'll be maybe 13. 5.8, too much. 12. And we'll go down to 11. 2. There we go. That's about 5 wax. So let's say confirm on that. Removing this. And now I also want to turn the USDC side of this into more wax. So I'm going to go back to swap, pull up my USDC, or USDT rather, USDT, here it is. And I'm making, if I do the trade here on DeFi Box, 5.04388 wax. Okay, let's just compare that to that same trade over on Taco. If I do USDT, because there's different liquidity depths across all these exchanges, 0.02, so we're making more over here, 0.04. But let's also pull up yoink, Alcor, swap, and we want to check, are we going to do better than 0.04? Here we go, 0.05. So this is the best deal. I'm going to swap the into wax on Alcor because that's the best deal. And then now that I have my Alcor swap, now I can take the 10 wax that I have here and Wombat it up. So we're going to come to Wombat 5.2. Yeah, that's great. That's about half. We're going to scoop this thing into the liquidity pool as well.
Princess Phoenix says you can click show advanced settings for the graph on TacoSwap too.
Yes, you can, right here and then right here to show you the price impacts. So this one will show the graph. You have liquidity and price up to 30 days back. I like that Alcor shows me all time. 30 days is kind of not a long range to get a good impression. But for example, Taco and Shing is clearly climbing in liquidity. And let's take a look at how Wombat and Wax looks. Also climbing in liquidity. Kind of flatlining, 0.07. That's kind of like what I was saying too with this pool. It's like, yeah, the value of the pool is kind of staying the same, but we are getting printed out like 200% APY. So I'm digging that. But yeah, there are those advanced settings to look at too. So I'm going to go back here, plus, and let's add this. Let's see, is it 43 is higher than 41? So we have to swap and do that. And that should hold us over till next week now. So let's leave that where it is and take a look here. We have 28 and 700 now. If we go to Neil, let's see how are we. I'm a sucker for leaderboards. I just would like to see how we're doing on the leaderboard here as our DeFi wallet.
Princess Phoenix said they're in the top 3 of the Zom Salsa pool.
Nice. I'm in the top 3 of this one. Here I am, yield farming, 3rd place, baby. 12,000 wax.
That's so fucking much.
Yeah, these two people are fucking stomping me. This person wasn't. I was in 2nd place for a hot minute, but then this guy came in hot. Fucking 80.
I wonder if you can find Mahala on there, because Mahala said they're like.
Here's Rekoyer. He's in 5th place. Let's see. Who else we got? Let's see if I recognize the wallets here. You probably recognize wallets before I will.
EJ Dawes might be Wapaka, I think.
Oh yeah,
Who's
nice.
EJ Dawes? EJ Dawes is somebody we know. That's, I don't know.
4.5 CB2. I feel like sounds familiar, but who knows?
Where's EGDA? I mean, I could look it up on our prize wallet so I can cheat. But EGDA is definitely
Ike Diggy Dog. That's a fun name.
or your ET-DA, not EJ-DA. I was close.
Yeah, let's see.
EJ-DA is Nathan Bradshaw Twitch, who also watches our show.
Yeah, dope. It is fun to see all the people with supplying liquidity. Although there's a pretty steep fall off from like where I am at versus like the next people down. Like with 12,000, I'm clearly ahead of the fourth place, who's like almost half of what I'm putting up. And then that drops off very steeply, very quickly. So I'd say like the top 15 or so people are supplying pretty decent amounts of liquidity. Or top,
Baka's number
top
2
18.
on Limbo Wax.
Which one?
Limbo Wax. I don't know what Limbo
Which one
is.
was Princess Phoenix? Was Taco Shing?
Rads. From Rads is from Tales of the Crypto, right?
Ah, nice. Let's see. Oh, Yellow's in this one
Jolly.
too. Nice. Wait, this guy's wallet's name's just Sam. That's pretty dope.
That's got to be a custom extension.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Oh, that's probably Sonika.
Oh, dope.
If I had to bet Sonika's like of the Sams I know that would whale and do their own custom thing. That is Sonika's name, right? Or am I fucking misnaming him? Sam is Sonika. Okay, so I got it.
Yeah,
I know too much
cool,
about this blockchain without even like did zero research of like, oh, there's a new wallet named Sam. That's probably Sonika.
Is this Princess
Sonika's
Phoenix?
also rebranding. No,
Is this
Jack
you,
Thunder's
Phoenix?
really different.
Jack Thunder Wax? I recognize Yola. Yeah, that's cool. I do really like these leaderboards. I definitely.
The zombie salsa pool, not the meal pool. That's why you're not seeing Princess Phoenix.
Oh, salsa pool. Is there leaderboards for the salsa pools?
I don't know.
Oh
I mean,
shit!
They were able to see they're in the top, so they have to be seeing that
Yeah,
info
there must.
somewhere.
Let's see. Oh, here, Zomb. Is this Princess Phoenix?
AZGIY is Princess Phoenix.
Second place. Someone passed you.
SSURE is I believe Twalter from who collects Neon Space stuff. So
Oh, dope.
funny how small the space is. Like I know a bunch of these people.
Right, it is really cool. Let's see. I'm in this pool, the taco pool. I have 100 taco in this one to get to.
Salsa
like,
pool should
taco.
also be called the Salsa Bowl. I agree with that. They should rename it to the Salsa Bowl.
Yeah, the salsa
That would just
bowl.
be
that's
confusing
good.
to people who don't know DeFi. Like people understand pools more than
I
they
love that
understand-
the salsa acronym is like, single asset, something staking something or another. It's
Hey, look,
like,
Walter's in here. I didn't even know you were watching the stream right now. But shout out to your family. I have a. Let me see. I can. Grab
yeah, we
that.
saw you on the leaderboard, dude. Nice, putting up nice
Shout out to
lead.
his family.
Dope. But yeah, so these are still both good for the next 7 days. I think next week we'll have to figure out if we want to stay within the CMW Wax pool and move that over to DeFi Box, because I do believe it is still incentivized on DeFi Box and will continue to be beyond next week. Yeah, and pretty significantly as well. So we might move it to there, or we might just reassess if we want to maintain that as a yield farming position, or if we would like to migrate into something else. So I think that pretty much covers this investment. Let's take a look at how we've done with our short trade. Yeah, baby, we're up $50. Up $50 on the Euro
50 play
short
dollars.
still.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Up 75 now. Oh, it's changing too much. Let's go, $100. Ah! Oh no, it's going away. Yeah, it can get insane. But hey, we're still not liquidated. That's not bad. It's a good start. And then this is the kind of nice thing about these perpetual markets, is that there isn't an expiration date to this position. I could literally, if we never pump into our liquidation price, I could leave this open till next week and we could come check on it next week. So, and look at that, 140, 130. Let's go. You know what? In an effort to see if we can do like super fucking well for next week, let me drag this like way down here. Oh, it won't let me go that far down. So there is a limit to, because everything on this market.
Everyone, I'm Iluma. Come on,
because this all settles in DAI, there is a limit to what the market will allow you to do. So it won't let you bankrupt the protocol either. So there's quite a few safeguards in place. Nice. This is fucking.
I don't even think that was the right
let's
one.
go. Oh, I just went from 170 down to 105.
Hi,
Fuck. Devastating.
everyone.
Oh no, I'm losing the hundreds now.
Iluma.
Money.
Yeah, I love that.
Money.
Money.
Give
Money.
to you.
Give to ya?
I'm definitely gonna. That one I don't want the. I felt ugly. I felt stupid. I felt gay. I mean, that's what they told me. I need that one too.
Yeah. Oh no. We're back to 60. Yeah, this can get very, very stressful and like not. I don't know. It's not necessarily something people should jump head over heels into, but this is exactly what like a lot of people talk about when they're talking about leverage trading. It's this type of trading where it's like, yeah, I've used $1,000 to create $1 million position, and now I can make $1,000, or I can make 100% profit if the price of this asset moves 0.1%. And that's kind of like the idea behind all of this, is like we want to amplify the price direction. And oh, look at this, 170. Oh wait, 120 again. Yeah, it's very, very volatile, especially at 1000x. So all this stuff also looks like it's moving a lot, but like it's moving from 97 cents to like $1. Like this is not huge amounts of percentages, but again, this Gains network will let you trade also stocks, synthetic stocks. So you can see Apple market actually just closed. So these markets are now closed. Ooh, huge limit wicks down. That would suck if you had a leverage position. You could get liquidated from shit like this. So yeah, be aware. But that's kind of the overview. Oh man, look how fast this is fucking around. Woo! Woo! We just went from 200 to 20 to 7. Oh god. Let me jump back to this market. Something's happening. Something that we should be watching. Let's do the 1 minute and get some fucking insanity here. Oh my god, yeah. It's like a fucking party. Boom, 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 boom. That thing just like pumping. So this price feed comes from Chainlink. And that's another thing that Chainlink allows, is the fact that we're trading Forex assets on a blockchain. So these assets don't fucking trade on a blockchain. This is US dollars and euros, and we're getting the price feed made into a blockchain interactable thing through Chainlink. That's kind of the value that Chainlink brings to the crypto ecosystem. But yeah, you can see how.
Ask, is this working with an order book? Those kind of wick candles are usually due to low depth in order book.
Yeah, so again, yeah, no, so this one is not based off of an order book. This is literally the price feed from Chainlink for this. Since we're not trading against a continuous order book here, we're trading against this liquidity pool. So if you look at in the staking, you can see this is the counterpart to every trade here. It's $21 million, and you can see it is currently 113% above what its target value is. And this pool is incentivized by the fees being paid from people like me trading. So like, when I made this trade, I had to pay $5 to open it. That $5 went to the people supplying liquidity. But this pool, it maintains its value. And if it goes over 130%, it'll use the additional DAI to start buying and burning GNS tokens. So that's what this GNS token is. And then the GNS token itself can be staked. It has to be on actual Polygon network. So if I switch network here, I have to Here we go, switch network. So you can see you could stake your GNS tokens directly. The GNS tokens are basically like the tokens issued by this protocol, very similar to what we were looking at over here with GMX, where if I go earn, you can see GMX also has its own token. That token can also be staked, and when you stake it, you earn 16% APR currently, and that is paid out in 7% in escrow GMX. So that's more GMX tokens that aren't immediately available. They have to be unlocked over a course of time, like they have a vesting period. And then the other part of this is Ethereum. So 9.7% of this is paid in Ethereum. If you have staked your GMX token, like you buy them here, there will be a stake option. And then once your wallet's connected, this will be the claim. So you'll just claim, and then whenever you want, you can start claiming your cut of protocol fees. And again, 16.9%, not terrible. And it's based on a single asset, whereas this is a much higher APY or APR, APR. So this is a real-time rate right here. But you're exposed to the LP price, which is currently 83 cents. This price actually does pretty well. The risk with being in a pool like this is if a trader comes and makes a very successful trade, like let's say I come in with my $1 million trade and I actually make like 1,000% profit, that profit comes from this pool, meaning that it'll drain the value of this asset down to cover the debt that the protocol now owes to that successful trader. Overwhelmingly speaking, though, we can actually look at the analytics on this stuff. If we look at the ecosystem, the about, there is.
I lost. What are you even talking about right now? I'm fucking lost. What are we looking at?
Yeah, I guess it gets too complicated from here. But yeah, I'm talking about the you can earn interest from the protocol without actually trading. So same goes for Gains Network. If like we've put up here, let's switch back to the testnet so you can take a look at our position. By testnet, there it is.
But I think soon here I'm going to move into a giveaway. It's been going on TechStuff for an hour and a half now.
Look, yeah, we're down to $18 positive now. So let's see what happens with this position. If it's still open next week, wonderful. We will have made a great killing. If not, we'll probably lose this $1,000. If you want to try this for yourself, and check out the Gains Network, go to the Gtrade or Gains.trade, and then change to the Mumbai testnet. And if you need help getting some testnet assets, just hit me up. I can send you some, and you can try this, effectively from your wallet, risk-free, no actual assets involved, and it's all on testnet. So you can kind of get a feel for if this is something that you feel comfortable adding to your, arsenal of trading tools. Because at the end of the day, this is just a trading tool. It's not like, oh, this is where you can make money and this is where you can't. Like, this is just another thing you can add to your repertoire. But
right, I did a link for our Discord if you want to join our Discord and hit up Max. He's just named Max in Discord, and on the right hand side the neon artists are at the top, so you should be able to find him pretty easily. Just either at him or you can send him a DM. I think he accepts DMs.
Yeah. So what we've talked about today was is called it's leverage trading. It's collateralized leverage trading, but we're outpacing our leverage. Basically, we're creating $1 million position from $1,000.
We're creating.
We
FOMO
only ever
right
had
now.
$1,000. What would you say?
I said we're creating FOMO right now.
Exactly, we're creating FOMO.
3x SMPL is the person who told you should short it, and they said, if you won, I want my share. If you lose it, it's on you.
That sounds fair.
Next week we'll send you all the tested assets.
If we win, I'll split it with you. I'll send you the testnet DAI. We can do a 50-50 split. If we win this bet, I'm making I think $4,000 in DAI. So that's a good amount of testnet money to throw around, I guess. That's kind of that's leverage trading on chain without a broker. The broker side of this, or the counterpart side of this, is the protocol itself. Is really interesting, and like you saw, really capital efficient and deep liquidity, hundreds of millions of dollars. And even the smaller Gains Network, $21 million in a counterpart pool, that's substantial. It's not bad at all. there's other products out there that do the same kind of stuff, but GMX is probably like the cornerstone of that industry. And then the other side of this type of leverage trading is over collateralized leverage trading. So it's pretty great. So the difference there would be, the difference there, and with what we've shown today and what we've shown in the past, like using money market protocols such as Compound or AAVE, the difference with those protocols would be that if I started with the same $1,000 with a money market protocol, I can borrow against the $1,000, but the borrowed amount has to be over collateralized, meaning that at the most, if I have $1,000, at the most I can borrow 800. So the way that you would do this type of leverage trading with a money market would be $1,000 in, $800 out, sell the 800 into cash, $800 in, $800 in, 650 out, sell that, and then just keep looping it. It gets complicated, but it's possible. So be aware that these things exist. It's really, really fucking cool that you can do this stuff without a broker. You can do this all, exactly like without a broker, without a centralized authority. And because it's on chain, there isn't going to be a moment where the market is moving so quickly that like, oh, oops, our website is down. So you can always submit these transactions through the blockchain directly and look at the markets on chain, even if the website front ends are down or the APIs aren't working.
This is your first time doing Doom Blades. I've never played it, but I think this is probably one of the ones where you have to like choose what quadrant you're running to. So just FYI, if you're not looking at the screen, you might do worse. So maybe check it out. This is my first time ever seeing this game. They just posted it in the Atomic Hub creator chat. They're like, hey, we just had a new game come out today. So this is like first time ever seeing this. So it says move to the least quadrant.
Okay. So far, it looks similar to Doom Rollers.
Oh!
Slicing.
Oh, it only takes out one quadrant. That's cool. So it doesn't take out both. Sorry, anybody in D.
Like
yeah, he said this one. This is a longer game. It says on the.
My mines have been upgraded.
Now doing some more Planet while you were talking.
Yeah, I gotta add some more to mine as well. I got a few homies hooked. I think Silent hooked me up with some resources last night, so I was able to keep upgrading my mines. They're almost all at level 6 now.
Nice. My second base is cooking. Oh! Sorry, everybody in D.
Nice. Yeah. I think one more thing to mention about like the gains network and stuff is that like if you don't want to actively try to trade or something, I do like the concept of like, oh, I can hold my value just in this liquidity pool, earn 34% in Ethereum passively, and just kind of chill while the trading is happening behind the scenes. And I do like those kind of positions.
We got 3 left. It's the final countdown.
Yeah, only one with a tail.
The two of you in C are not going to be on the same one together. I'll let you know that much. Get out of there, John Whedon, Jew leader.
I don't know. Looks like
if they don't move, Mono Suerte wins. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know. Let them win. Mono Suerte. Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That's what you get.
See. Here we have some applause for you. Congrats, Mono Suerte.
Ah, nice. Let's go.
I also just realized that one of my soundboards I didn't turn the volume down on, so one of these soundboards is exceptionally loud. That's probably what people are talking about. So the volume the soundboard should be at is this one. Okay. Where it's like a little quiet, but the other one is at full volume, so I'll have to mess with that, but
rigged.
It doesn't say Mono Suerte for some reason, but Mono Suerte won.
It's rigged. It's an insider's game and it's rigged.
I'm gonna send this to Gaz real quick.
The fact that it just says text instead of his name is probably some sort of error. I am now text.
Yeah.
All right.
It is pretty exciting, all these like different DeFi protocols that exist out there and serve all these different niches and stuff. Like GMX is definitely impressive, I think. The amount of money that is in that protocol and how capital efficient it is. Whew, wonderful. 100% capital utilization in 24 hours. That's wild.
There's some stuff kind of going on in the Wax space, but tomorrow's Wax Wednesday, so maybe we'll just wait to talk about it. But maybe we'll just do a preview.
Yeah, did we preview those drop?
No, that's about what I was gonna do.
Yeah, I mean we got time for those still tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll look at it again tomorrow too. But I just kind of want to preview. Drop is doing a 10K profile picture project, which is kind of interesting. There haven't been like any successful 10K profile pictures projects on Wax, but Drop is associated with Funko, and Funko can sell like, 50,000 packs like for more than $10 each. So they're able to raise that kind of money. But the question is, will Funko collectors want this? Because it has nothing to do with Funko. It's like these little monsters, and it does nothing to do with Token Head, has nothing to do with Freddy Funko or any of that stuff. So.
Yeah, they do have a bit of that mislead that I thought was kind of like...
Yeah, this is kind of bullshit too. They're like, straight up like, many other profile projects have utility. For example, a drop monster with a rare trait could be used to whitelist for future Funko drops, which would be fucking huge for Funko collectors. But then immediately after it says, however, no utility has been confirmed. So it's like, why would you even mention that? That's a potential, like, either say that's the utility or don't say maybe we're gonna let this whitelist drop.
Maybe we'll let you whitelist to Funko drops because that's huge. That's huge utility. A exclusive whitelisting for Funko drops. Fuck yeah,
because they all get botted to fucking shit. So like, I don't know. I don't like that they even wrote that sentence. But other than that,
I agree. I think that's very, very misleading.
The thing I like the most about this is the pricing. $10 is like realistic pricing. Like I'm willing to spend $10 on some sort of profile picture, even if I don't love it. So like, I appreciate they're not like asking for the price of an Ethereum mint or something, because that's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Agreed. Let's see, where's... Oh, I totally forgot what I was going to look at.
Oh shit! There's a Realm event happening soon too. I think this weekend. I think is like
it's coming up next week. I think.
Oh, did you see me post that? I was gonna send that to you, Gaz. I was gonna say that it's saying text instead of the winner, but now that you know, I won't send you that DM. It was fun though. We played the new the Blade game.
Yeah, that was cool. What is this thing I was looking at?
They're gonna make 10,000 of those, and it's a 10,000 mints at $10 a pop. So what is that? Is that $100,000?
$100,000. It's not nothing, but it's also way less than they were asking for the Garbage Pail Kids PFPs.
Yeah, which is also a totally different brand and stuff. But those Garbage Pail Kids profile picture project was definitely like a giant cash grab.
Yeah, it was.
Which, to be fair, this also sort of seems like a cash grab as far as like they're like we're to give out something, say it might have utility, and then not give it utility, and then.
Yeah, at least they do say the part at the end where like just buy it if you like it as a profile picture, which is like, okay, then why did you say all the other shit to like make me feel like you were gonna add shit to it? Like,
but I don't know. I might still buy one. We'll see. I'm a fucking degen for $10.
Yeah, for $10, it's also in my wheelhouse. And honestly, if they do add the like whitelisting for future Funko drops, that would be such huge utility. I would be very interested in that.
It would be very valuable if that happened, but that would be kind of a dick move after saying that. Like, probably won't do that.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't really say they probably won't do that. They're just like, we don't have any concrete plans to do that right now, and that we can't talk about.
I don't like in general though. Like, I just don't like that model. Like, I think that's bad for anyone, because then it's like it's an insiders club, and whoever got in early is the only person.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, I don't know. That's not fair to collectors who get in the space later. I don't like weird whitelist requirements. It's like you should be first come, first serve, or like not. Like, you shouldn't have weird. Anytime there's like you have to buy a bunch of shit to get a whitelist, like that does not go well. Like, it's always just people who don't want shit, like gouging people to get the whitelist to get they want, and then people are end up paying like 10x what they want. Like, that's just bad for collectors, in my opinion. Like, those sort of whitelist things. They go on sale.
I think the 6th, right? It's next week sometime.
Drop. How did I
wonder if you have to use a drop wallet to get it too. Probably.
I think it's cash only. Like, you have to spend credit card.
Oh, it is.
So let's see. There's a limit of 3 per customer. 612. Wait, holy shit! That's 6 months from now.
Oh wow.
Why are they announcing this in December when it... Wait. No, 12/6. It's written in European.
Okay, that feels a little bit more realistic.
So December 6th. I'm American. I can't read fucking dates that aren't written like in...
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, December 6th.
It's also 2022, so I should have looked at the year first. I'm a fucking idiot. Sorry, everybody. That's I got egg on my face. Fucking, if I stand in the sun, I'd have an omelet face because it'd be cooking that egg.
Yeah, that's fun.
So that's like next week, it looks like, right? Next
week.
6th is literally, it's a week from today. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I moved all my money out of my Crypto.com credit card, so I don't even have like a good way to buy this drop unless I want to spend my normal fiat. I moved all my money after Crypto.com after like people are getting sketchy about all the centralized exchanges falling. I was just like, all I had in there was USDC, and I was like, why am I holding this here when I don't need to be?
Yeah, that's definitely a better move to like keep it off the exchanges. Although I'm not super worried about Crypto.com going like kaput, just because they have
the percentage
reserve. They have a reserve of the money they say they have. I mean, sure, it's mostly Shiba tokens, but that's because their clients mostly bought Shiba tokens. Like, although, you know, after what we've seen, it does sound to me like a lot of these exchanges are engaging in things that they're not allowed to do, such as fractional reserve lending.
I don't see, it doesn't have like a trait list anywhere yet. So I don't know how many of each rare trait there is.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many rolls there will be either or anything.
I don't know. Maybe I'll try to get one if people are trying to flip them for wax, but I don't think I'm going to go for the US dollar sale. But who knows? Like, this is pretty like, I don't know how this is going to go. Because like, it is in the Funko realm, but it's not Funko. So it's like, Funko can easily sell out 10,000 packs for $10. But that's for Funko.
They do that shit every week.
So yeah, I don't know. It's, to me, this is kind of a mystery. I can't predict how this is going to go. I'm mildly interested, so yeah, I'll probably not participate in the initial drop, and then if like they're near $10 on the aftermarket, maybe I'll buy one. But like, I'm not, like, best case scenario for me will be if someone buys them trying to flip them and then they sell for under $10 in wax. Like, that's my ideal scenario. It's like people try to buy them, they don't sell out, and then they're like trying to flip them and then just selling for a loss immediately. I would buy one in that case. But if they like immediately sell out and then people are flipping them for like 5x, I'm out. Like, I'm not trying to buy those for crazy speculative prices.
Ooh, I might take you up on that, Yamster. I'll give you $10 in wax if you.
How much is $10 in wax right now? I feel like it's also pretty.
Like 150 wax or something, right? 145 maybe.
Wax coin. I always use CoinGecko for whatever reason has the best price chart. Not the best, but it's just easiest for me.
Yeah, it's.
What did I say? How much $10 in wax is? 171 wax. Yeah, I could swing that.
No.
I could swing.
Yeah, I'd be into that. 250. No,
that's some bad math.
That's too much.
I have 125 wax right here, so I'm trying to right now just always have above 1,000 wax in my account. I'm like, I want to like at least exit this bear market with 1,000 liquid wax. So I'm like trying to stay above 1,000 so I don't just spend it all on NFTs.
Good luck, dude. Every time I have wax in my wallet, I'm always buying NFTs with it.
I'll just keep waiting. Anytime it drops below 1,000, I just sell my Nefty for my Nefty farm until it goes back up, and then I'm like, okay, now that I have over 1,000, 1,000 is just like 0 to me. So I'm like, I don't know. I also probably won't follow through.
Yamster's looking for that vicarious rush of buying a drop. I don't want them. I just want to buy a drop. Well, I'm into that. I'll definitely take you up on that. I'll send you 175 or 200.
Did you sort your stuff? I don't know how to say your name. Rock MTL. Isn't there a city that's MTL? Isn't that like a Isn't it like a Canadian city? What am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Canadian Comedy Festival there. Comedy Festival. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? There's like a famous. I might be a fucking idiot. Montreal. There we go. Yeah, there's the Montreal Comedy Festival, just for laughs. All right. I'm not a total idiot. Oh, I am an idiot, but I mean, I know some stuff.
I am, but not that bad.
I was about to say, I was like, yeah, I know some stuff. I'm not totally wrong, but I was like, I am pretty much totally wrong. Somebody else remembered that for me, so I am still an idiot. But, you know, in the back of my brain, that knowledge existed.
Hey, I saw Inadequate Mass in the chat also saying that's 6 months out, so we weren't the only ones reading the date backwards either.
Yeah, I'm a big dummy. But anyway, that was really off topic. I was trying to ask if RCK Montreal, if you figured out, you're asking Max about OpenSea in our Discord. You're like, hey, does anybody use OpenSea? I don't know if you replied, but we're live right now if you have any questions to direct about
I use
OpenSea.
OpenSea a little bit. You want to see my OpenSea collection? I got some cool NFTs. I love showing them off, and no one ever gets to see them. So
yeah, if you have any OpenSea questions, definitely let us know. We're pretty much wrapped up on what we're doing today. We're in the shoot the shit, shoot the breeze period of our stream, so we're willing to field questions.
I'm going to share my. Whoops, that was my camera. This is what I'm trying to share. Share my screen. Boom.
He said he was making fun of you because it's not six months either way.
Yeah,
it was like 7 months, okay? Because if it's
okay.
6 months, we're like in the 12th month right now. It's close.
Oh, what do you know? I got, what is this? Cocktails. Oh, that was a mint for Ukraine. This was like a donation. We got some
charitable
eggs,
contribution.
Got some chickens. I got some horses. Let's swap wallets too. I have some kick-ass NFTs in my cold wallet.
Oh, what the fuck? Someone bought your common Alien Worlds land for 50k wax? That's badass. Congrats.
Fucking hell, dude. Nice pull.
Do you remember?
Here we go. I go back to Ethereum mainnet. Here, check out these badass NFTs. Yeah, Stoner Cat with pot and a little scale. Look at this guy.
Yeah. Remember.
Oh yeah, he's holding in a cough too. This guy's a total stoner. And let's see, I got some deck spots from Ultra Rare. And I got some of this guy's getting eaten by a bear. I got some
Market's good. Market's in the
yeah, Market's not doing so well. He's got his heart in his hand and he's vomiting. Getting eaten by T-Rex. Let's see what else. Oh, it looks like Solana's not right though. I don't have a wax one. I wish I did.
Any crap chickens? I don't know what a crap chicken is. Spelled with a K. We got chicken derby chickens is what we got.
I got a 666 mint pass. I have this Tamriel staked out NFT. This one fucks.
We don't need to open up the fucking floodgates of how that works. That's the long ass.
No, I won't say how it works. I just want to see how much these are going for now. I feel like they're probably relatively cheap compared to what they used to be. 9 Ethereum, 0.9 Ethereum, so $1,000 still. Jesus
yeah, I think they were over 1 when you got them, right? Or no?
I got mine for 1.9 or something.
That was also when Ethereum was worth much more.
Yeah, I think mine was like $3,000 when I spent like good money on it, but I also made that money back using it for its utility. So we won't get into it, but I really like this collection. Also, like you can see the price of this goes up very fucking quickly. I think the second one of these on the market is 3.8 Ethereum. Last sold for 4. Jesus. Yeah.
Oh, there's a.
Oof.
There's a new Blanco Gem Rush today. If anybody was, I feel like I'm the only one that actually plays Blanco. So I'm always like announcing Blanco stuff to nobody. But Blanco's, they have like a Gem Rush, which is like a blend event, and it's for a previous season unlock. So like you grinded to unlock an NFT, and now they're blending those. So as the supply goes down because people are blending them, the price goes up. So now is not a bad time to sell if you have the unlock NFT from, I think it was a couple seasons ago. Oh yeah, I saw the Cropopolis Fox animated series by it's like by Justin Roiland, the guy that does Rick and Morty, but he has his own like, you can buy the NFTs and their characters in the show. It's kind of like the Stoner Cats, but it's like not an internet show. It's like based on a Fox show, like it's on Fox Television major network. You don't need to own the NFTs to watch it. It's just like the NFTs are the characters in the show, I guess.
That's pretty cool. I actually kind of like that the Stoner Cats are like you have to own the Stoner Cats to like watch the content and stuff. Although that definitely makes it extremely niche.
Yeah, that makes it so your audience is never going to expand. Like whereas, like the Fox show can attract people to it that want to buy the NFT because they see the show and then want to be involved in it. Whereas like your show is kind of exclusionary. Thanks for the raid, by the way. I think that was Left House, right? Shout out Left House Action News.
You know, if anybody is interested in the Stoner Cats show, I have a Stoner Cat. You can hit me up in Discord and we can watch it together. It's not bad. It's pretty fun. I'm waiting for episode 6 to launch. It should be coming out any day now. But
actually, I haven't seen those yet. If you do it in Discord, I might try to pop in.
Yeah, they're fun. I don't know, they're fun. Definitely the voice acting is good. It's like Mia Kunis is like the Black Cat.
You went double rated? What's up, everybody? Welcome.
There we go. But yeah, it's fun. I also like. I think it gives me the Stoner Cats give you access to the Big Head like Discord channel, which is like a joint community of like 4 or 5 different PFP projects.
All right, let's do another. We'll give away a Crittercraft Neon Space collab pack, and we're gonna play the new Crittercraft game that just dropped. I think it was today it dropped, or if it dropped recently, I just heard about it today. But !play if you'd like to join the giveaway. I'm gonna do a goofy version of It's Time because I can, and why wouldn't I? Here we go. Should I do it fast or slow? I kind of like the fast.
Slow. Let's do slow. You did fast earlier.
All right, slow is super.
Although it's already
really guttural.
It is already a kind of.
This is at 50% speed, which is twice as long.
I guess you can like wiggle it while it's going. It's like a car. Awesome.
Here, watch. I'll play it slow and then make it fast. That'll be a fun one. There we go.
Can you do it like it's fast and then like slow it down for time? So it's like it's time.
I mean, I can.
That makes me happy.
I'm getting better at the soundboard. We're getting some fancy soundboard shit. I was using that ghetto website for way too long. Like, I don't know why it took me so long. It's also very hard to find what I'm looking for specifically because, like, most soundboards are like they put in your mic and the soundboard. I just want this. Like, it's basically like VLC. It's like a media player, but you don't want it to play the next one because, like, if I just had this in iTunes, it would auto play the next song. So, like, yeah, it's like a player, but then it only plays once. And then I also like that it lets me manipulate the sounds, like you were hearing.
Yeah, the manipulating is pretty fucking hilarious.
I can also I showed Max, but you guys can't see it, but I can just highlight, like if I want to do just part of time, I can do this. Like I can use like a fraction of like, what's a good one we have that I can just do like Friday, baby, fuck. I can do like,
It's Friday, baby. Fuck.
If I just want to do the fuck, I can be like,
Fuck. Fuck.
Awesome. I bet you guys didn't know that we desperately needed this.
We did not desperately need this, but I'm pretty happy about it.
I dig it.
I don't know. This is just like I've had no flexibility with the Like I can't even change the volume of the sound bites after I export them from my computer. So I had to like when they were too quiet, I had to go re-edit them. This one I can control the volume of each sound bite. So like when I have a quiet one, I can just crank it. So I don't know. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna be a little distracting as far as like I missed half the tech talk today just because it's fucking with this stuff. But
Oh, you know, I wanted to do this on Tech Talk, but I'm just gonna share it in the comments here. I just shared a link to this chain list. This is like where you can add different EVM blockchains to your MetaMask wallet. Just scroll through that list and look at how many different Ethereum compatible blockchains there are. It's
all right, we're
fucking
starting
nuts.
everybody. Just
Oh
FYI,
shit! I see a gold
if you're
tail.
looking
I
away.
don't see that often. Wait, how's that guy moving already? Oh right, it's
Anybody can move. You just type.
Yeah, okay. That's just like, wait a minute, false start. It's rigged. Oh no, the gold tail! No, the gold tail. This is when you need the fuck.
I also wanted you to think fucking sucks. I don't have that one yet, but
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone from around the world.
It's Carlos Chipmunk. No! Oh shit! Look at that. He chose life. Nice, dude. Way to outrun the blade. That was ballin'.
is it real slow down is one of my favorite ones. It just sounds so like
Oh no! Inadequate mass. He saw it coming, but it was too far down into the deep. See, Yamster's in a good spot, I feel like. It's gonna be Baggy Holder. He's coming for you, dude. I can feel it. Oh shit, get out of there!
Oh, no.
Ah, what did I say? What did I say?
all right, we got 3 left. You don't want 2 on the same spot. What happens if they're all in different spots? So I wonder who like
I don't know. I think then it just like rolls the dice, maybe. I'm gonna say I'm voting on Yamster to win because he's got a tail. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Shit,
Uh-oh, Ugo, where are you going, bro?
Check him out.
Chucky,
Get the
sorry.
beat, get the beat, get the beat, get the
Sorry,
beat.
dog.
All right. Let's see if my prediction holds
whole
true or if,
strategy, God, let's see
a
if it pays
broadcaster
off
curse
for
did Yamster. Yeah, I would also go to A. Good move, Yamster. I feel like.
Oh no,
hasn't
Ugo's
been-
going A2.
Oh fuck! I was gonna say it's been to A twice now. Like, gambler's fallacy says it won't go A again.
Uh-oh.
and he's right.
Oh,
he's done it.
All right, Amster, I got an applause for you. Here's from our new soundboard.
Nice. Yes, that's great.
Text one.
Baggy, I tried to tell you. I tried to warn you. I was like, it's coming for you. That was too slow. Way to go, Text. Damn, dude. Is that 2 wins back to back for Text?
Text is running this. All right. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. You probably take a picture. Mint highest.
Oh, what was it? Oh, the grubfish. Yeah.
This is what they won. I just always press the prize after I
I
paste
still
it
don't
on
have
there.
the neon of this or the glow. I've pulled only fucking lits.
I think that's going to conclude our stream, though. Thanks for watching,
Yeah.
everybody. Tomorrow we'll be back on. Tomorrow is our Wax Wednesday, so I want to play Nova Rally again. So if y'all got Nova Rally cars, save up some snake oil for tomorrow. It's really fun when you enter at the same time as me and we can compete.
Yeah,
So we'll do some
I
like
that too.
when our planet war. That's a good question. I didn't look at a
Ooh.
base to attack today, but I'm cranking out troopers, so I'm ready to attack. Also, if anybody wants to play our planet, it's now free to play open. You can download the app on your phone on Google Play or the Apple Store. You don't even need a web wallet. You can literally just connect and play. My dad's playing without connecting as well at all. So if you're interested in playing our planet, now's a good time to get in. It's the playground server. There's no prizes, so people aren't as like competitive as they were on the the server with prizes. Like people will eliminate your ass real quick on that server. And we made like kind of a fun guild. We're trying to teach people how to play. If you missed the alpha, there's a channel in our Discord just for Our Planet Strategy. We're building in the Northeast. So if you start a new base, started out in the Northeast, then if you get attacked or anything, we'll help you. If you need some resources, I'm happy to send some resources to get you kickstarted. So
yeah, we also have Silent in the Discord. He hooked me up yesterday with some resources to get me going.
Seeker.
Oh right, Seeker. You're right.
Seeker, and I think also Daifu might have sent you some. My dad sent you some as well. Like a bunch.
Yeah, I got like multiple ones because I spent all the Seeker ones like right away, and I was like, "Fuck, I should have budgeted those better." And then like 20 minutes later, I got like a ping that was like, "Oh, you just got a bunch more resources." Like, fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we're happy to help you out if you're new to Our Planet.
I'm getting to the point where I can send resources too, so I'll start sending newcomers resources as well.
You got to build your market.
Yeah, and Mark is feeling sick today, so hopefully he feels better.
We'll see if Mark's around the next couple of days, but he might not be. But either way, we'll do Nova Rally. I'm waiting my parents. I brought my that HDMI thing and then left it with my parents. So my parents from San Diego mailed us the HDMI converter, so I can't actually stream Our Planet until we get that back. But
that thing.
It'll probably be back in the next couple of days. I mean, how long does it take from mail to get to San Diego to LA? It can't be more than like 2 days.
Yeah, like a day or two, yeah.
It is still beta. There's no PvE yet. The PvE is what needs to be released. It's all PvP right now. Eventually, you'll be able to fight aliens and like capture alien bases, and you have to build a super weapon to kill the aliens trying to invade our planet. And that's sort of the game, but that doesn't exist yet. So now it's just wipe the fuck out of other guilds. Like you're just fighting other players is like the game. But if you want to learn like the strategy of when to build what buildings and like how to quickly expand your base and like what units you want to mass, what units you want to level up first, like all that sort of strategy was very useful to figure out on this server because the next server is going to have prizes. And if you didn't figure that out, like you're going to be way behind because like it's a strategy game. It's not like you only can click one button and there's only one option. Like, it's a legit strategy game. And if you upgrade the wrong units and the wrong buildings, like you're wasting minerals and you will be behind.
Yeah. Or if you don't upgrade like the silos for your mineral storage or something, you'll like top out with minerals and waste time that you could be making more and all that noise.
And stuff like building a silo is pretty much useless. Like there's like you can store your minerals and like overnight, but that's just a waste of time and upgrade. So like you kind of learn
that
like
only
which
matters if
buildings
you
are
lose
waste.
battles. Like are you planning to lose battles? Like
the only reason you should build a silo is if overnight you're being attacked and you're going to sleep and you're actively being attacked. And then you can like, okay, well, I'll save like when I wake up, I'll have at least 10,000 minerals that I have from like my silo or whatever. But otherwise, like just build units. Units will defend your minerals better than the fucking. But anyway. So maybe if we get if that thing is back, we'll stream some Our Planet tomorrow. But tomorrow's mainly going to be Nova Rally. And then maybe if I have the cord, we'll show off some Our Planet.
Also into. Oh, right. That's Thursday, though. We're trying to do some Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, I'll do some Realm as well. And maybe we'll do some Novo Pangea. But yeah, we'll just play some Wax games tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thursday, we're playing.
Oh, go on.
Thursday, we're playing Sea of Thieves, which is not a blockchain game, but we've been doing just like Overwatch 2 and normal gaming on Thursdays. And we're having fun doing it. Super Dope is going to join us from Token Gamer. Yeah. So it'll be fun.
Crazy good deals right now on Steam for games too. Paul and I we played the new Spider, or the not new, but like remastered Spider-Man Miles Morales game. We got that on like Thanksgiving and we already beat it. It was really fun. And then over the like, what is it, Black Friday special or whatever, Cyber Monday deal on Steam, I bought the Batman Arkham like trilogy. They're like, I think we started with Arkham Asylum yesterday. It's pretty fun. So Paul and I are like playing through the Arkham Batman games now, and they're dope. But yeah, if you're not aware, there's crazy good deals on Steam right now. Like I think I spent $6, like $5.99 on all 3 of the Arkham games. It is not a bad move.
Inadequate Mask is asking, do my wallet assets help in game at all? It depends. Pretty much the only assets that help you in game are land. If you own land, land helps you in Our Planet. None of the mining rigs do. None of the elements do. The robots also do. the injectable robot packs and land help, but
Yeah.
unless you bought the starter
Land
pack,
helps a lot, by the way. Like land basically gives you a permanent boost to your land mineral. Like, so if you have like a weakenite land, you can boost your weakenite production by like a fixed percentage based on whatever level your land is.
like my land is a pretty high level, and most of my land's boost by about 50%. So it's like 50% is a pretty fucking big boost. Like
it's
when you go to
a big
sleep.
deal when you get your mines to like level 10 or higher, and you
Oh
get them,
shit!
like,
Yamster got attacked. Who's attacking you, Yamster? Should we fucking counterattack him? I've been building units. I'm ready
yeah,
for
what
a
the fuck is
counterattack.
this? Hold on, I don't have units yet, but
Max
I'm
can
like
import some quaddies in 3 hours.
I'll just be mad about it.
You can import. You have robot packs. You can import.
Oh,
those.
that's
It takes
true.
3
Yeah,
hours.
okay. I'll import my robot packs.
We'll wait until we see who attacked him. It's the largest player in the game who attacked Mark. We don't want to attack that guy back because he will crush all of us. That was our original plan. Somebody attacked Mark, and I was like, we're going to fucking attack him back. And then we looked, and it was like, okay, this guy's the rank 3 guy in the server, and he has like 5,000 robots and 6 bases. I was like, yeah, like attacking him is not a good idea. Like he by himself has as many bases as all of our guild members. Like,
okay, let me look this one up.
North 50, he doesn't even have a name. That means he's probably a noob, and we should fuck that guy up. Yes, I've been waiting for a target. I think this is gonna be
This
good.
guy just fucked up, man. This guy just fucked up.
So maybe we'll do that on stream tomorrow. But
Fuck yeah,
if
dude. We'll take revenge for Yamster. Get your army ready too, Yamster. You got to join in on this and fuck him up. We'll like stomp his stuff, and then you guys send your units in so they can piss on their grave. You know, add insult to injury.
Yamster, can you post a screenshot? Also, just for anybody playing Our Planet, if you get attacked, standard practice is click on the battle result, screenshot, post to Discord. So if we want to defend you, we can see how many units did they send, what level were the units, what type of units. So then you can do the math of what do I need to beat that army. But so it's just helpful if you can. Okay, thank you. I haven't looked in the Discord
I
yet.
already did. Fuck yeah, dude. That's
He's a
dope.
pro,
I'm
he's a pro.
excited to get into this like Our Planet guilding a little bit too. That's super fun. I can't wait for like ZOS to get into a little bit more like active gaming too. I feel like that might be fun to do as a guild.
It's just
as well.
nice to have anything we can play with a group because like that's all I've been asking for on Wax for like a fucking year and a half now. Like when Wax Arena is like, you'll be able to raid together. It's like sick. That's all I've ever wanted, just to play an NFT game with all the people in our community. And like say what you want about Weekend and Our Planet. They definitely fucked over investors. They delayed the game a full year and like screwed up their economy, but they delivered a functional game that you can play with your friends, and it's built into it that there's guilds. So like they only had level 6 troops. How many were they? Okay, I'm just gonna check Discord.
Oh, dude, these guys are fucked.
I think that guy fucking stepped where he shouldn't have stepped. You stepped in it.
That guy just stepped in shit, dude.
Can you scroll down on the post? Because I can't see how many units there are. Like you posted that you lost, but you didn't post their army.
Oh.
Like in our Discord, you posted the resources are lost, but if you scroll down, it says the unit level and the quantity, which was cut off by your interface. That's exciting. So I'll probably be doing that in Discord after this, is talking to Yamster about how we get to revenge. That person didn't even name their base. I feel like that person is fucked. Unless
revenge.
you
Yeah,
looked them up
naming
and
their
they, like,
base was like the first thing I did.
oh, you just posted the same picture again, Yamster. We're getting there. All right.
Well, yeah, we'll do it live.
We will do this not on stream because there's no point. I'm not going to play Wolfpack today because, ooh, what? Hans Kim is on the Danny Brown show. The Danny Brown show is quickly becoming one of my favorite podcasts. Danny Brown's like a crazy rapper. Like he makes rap that's like, it's hard to describe, but it's like very, very abrasive, very loud distortion. Like, I don't know. I almost view it as like the next evolution of like what fucking Odd Future was doing, where Odd Future is just kind of like off kilter, weird, creepy rap, and like he does that sort of shit. But his podcast is super funny. Like he's a hilarious guy, and then he also talks about like, I don't know. He talked about how like the metaverse is just too early. He's like the metaverse is going to take off. That right now they're training people in normal video games like what the metaverse is. He basically says that I don't know. But he has pretty good takes on video games and technology, and he's into like obscure comics, and he's like, oh yeah, I bought like these obscure collectibles, and like I don't know, he's just not your stereotypical like gangster rapper. Like he's into like anime and like all this nerdy shit. So like I enjoy him. He he comes from the hood, so he has like street cred, but then he's also like talking about weird nerdy stuff and like he's into like fashion design and stuff. So
Yeah.
very entertaining podcast. It's also part of the Your Mom's House Studios. So this is part of like Tom Segura and Christina P's network. So they like that universe comes into it, which I'm already into that podcast universe. But check that show out if you haven't seen it. And Hans Kim is from Kill Tony. He's a regular in Kill Tony, the stand-up show, which is why I'm excited to see him. Because they're all in Austin, Texas now. Anyway, let's play some Buying the Dip. If anyone wants to hang, we'll be in Discord. Feel free to hit us up. And we're going to raid into Taco, assuming we didn't like stream over Taco 100%. Because there's been times where I'm like, okay, we're going to raid into Taco after we're done. And then I rant for 2 hours. And then it's like, okay, Taco went offline. So never mind. FT Gamer TV. But thanks for joining us, everybody. It's fun.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Hopefully we answered Matt's question because Matt was the one asking how to short on chain.
Yeah. We have talked about how to short using just money markets too. That's a little bit more complicated though.
Yeah, I think you answered his question though. He's like, how do I do it not on a CEX? And we figured it out.
Yeah, that's how you would do it. And we showed off on Arbitrum and on Polygon. So there's a couple options there.
Yeah, coming out this tomorrow, play some Nova Rally and maybe some R Planet.
Yeah, and if you guys aren't aware, there is if you have Neon Space set bonuses, I saw a few people still have them in their wallets. There's stake pools you can join. I made some stake pools on WaxDAO. And you can stake your Cronionbergs for passive wax. It is, I think, a 1-day commitment, and then after that you can unstake whenever you want. But they have a fixed amount of wax, and I plan to keep those pools filled for you.
Which one is it? Neon Yield?
There's Neon Yield. Oh, this one's called Cronion. There it is.
The search is better. It doesn't come up with Neon because it's the middle of Cronion. But
yeah, these are Cronions. So there you can see all the different templates. I can, yeah. What should I name it?
Just Neon Cronionbergs. So I want people to be able to type Neon on the search and all of our farms come up.
Yeah, I think it has to be 12 characters or less. But yeah, a 12 or less. So I can do that. The Neon, I can
just do Neon sets
bonus or something like that. Yeah,
Neon set
or Neon set works. Yeah, I'll do that.
It's like,
but yeah, if you saw that, it showed you all the it shows you all the different schemas that you could stake to that pool. And what their hourly yield is. And it really doesn't matter how long the pool is active or how much is total in the pool. I'm just going to keep it topped off and it'll always be those rates.
These are also our set bonuses. So this is what you get for collecting a full set of any of our drops, which these are no longer available. These are time sensitive. But we do have a new one coming up. We're going to have burn packs. And if you complete the burn set, you'll get a Burn Street Cronionberg, and those will be added to this pool. So there's an opportunity. Yep. You can buy these on the aftermarket, of course. But if you'd like to get one like bonus airdrops, this Thursday we're closing the burn packs, and then probably within the next month we'll do the set bonuses.
Yeah,
the snapshot will also not be on the same day, so like you have time after we close the burn packs to trade with people and try to complete the set. It's not going to be like the second we close it we're doing the snapshot because we're not ready to send the artwork. We haven't made it yet. So
I'm also I haven't added the pack rip bonus NFTs just because I only added Cronionbergs, but I could add the pack rip ones because those were set bonus or like bonus NFTs.
This is true if stake no airdrops, but we're talking about like one out of, we have like 60,000 NFTs. So like you're losing like the chance of you getting dropped to that one NFT or like the set bonuses is like not a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that too. As Crittercraft or our plant land climbing in price pretty aggressively. I noticed that too.
Nice. Here's a pro tip. They already announced they're launching another land sale. They'll be selling, it's called like pig it's like there's Boar Valley swine and the next one some other pig pun, but it's like there'll be an entire land sale, and I believe it's for A Ether or the land mineral. So like they're gonna sell it in A Ether, and that'll basically, there's what, 2 right now, so there'll be one like literally like 33% more land, like a shit ton more land basically, because like we have 2 out of 3 land servers done. We're gonna do 3 out of 3. So with supply and demand, if the demand stays the same and they're selling that many more lands, the price will likely come down after that sale. So not financial advice is I would wait until the next land sale if you're going to ape into Our Planet land.
Yeah, or sell your land now if you have some. But also if
I wouldn't even like
I wouldn't
gamble on that. But
I don't know if it's time. I'm still keeping my lands. Also, if you are scooping up lands on Our Planet, be aware there are mutable attributes and the levels make a
Huge
Like,
difference.
it takes a
Difference between,
lot
like
of
a 20%
AETH to get
boost
to
to like a
level 200.
50% boost.
Yeah, if you get a level 200 land versus level 0 land, that's an enormous like value difference. Like it takes hundreds of millions of AEther to get to level 200.
Yeah.
So be aware.
It's true. That's also why I wish I had more Aether. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought the game was gonna suck, so I sold my Aether. To be honest, and the game came out
That's
being
why I
good,
stopped
and people
leveling
were
up my
like,
land too. I like had been so soured. I was like, fuck it. And when Aether was super cheap, I was just dumping it. And I was like,
"Oh
fuck.
no, I
should
hedged
just
my
be-
bets. I was like, I'm not gonna hold on to all of this stuff because I still have 20 lands. So I was like, I'm not gonna also have like 3 billion Aether, and then if the game tanks, I'm just holding on to all of this stuff that's worth nothing. So, but I don't know. You know,
Yeah.
I'm fine with what I hold, and I'm fine with how I did in Our Planet. I wish I had more Aether now, but I'm also like, I have what I need to play the game. I'm not like, I don't know, I can't
Oh,
pay to win
man.
as hard anymore.
Yeah, your boy Oof just lost lots of money.
But I'm gonna rate Vanity Gamer TV. I'm too off the fucking rails. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Kevin just
Catch
lost
you next
lots
time.
of money. Oh, but that's okay.
Ooh, my
I am
feet just got
with
here.
you,
Look at that
with
tiny-
you. Oh man, your boy Kevin just lost lots of money. Oh, but that's okay. I am with you. Here we go. Come on, push it. Find the dip. Find the dip. Here we go. Come on, push it. Find the dip. Find the dip. Here we go. Come on, push it. Find the dip. Find the dip. Here we go. Come on, push it. Oh my God, what's happening?
First of all this whining by Wall Street is making me sick. 140% of GameStop was short. GameStop was short. You can't allow Wall Street to short 75% of a stock. Crush these companies